man. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that would do that, baby. Really do. We want the bitch out. Man, I'm fucking tired. What a run, what a walk, what a craziness this was today. Already. Everything where I want it? I hope so. I'm done. I'm tired. I want to get this shit on the road, man. Let's go. Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hey, it's my birthday. I'm 50-freaking-8 today. Didn't get off to the start that I wanted. I wanted to be here early, but things came up and I did a lot of walking around for absolutely no reason. When I could have did what I wanted to do in the first fucking place without having to fuck around. I hate fucking people that don't do shit the way they should. Woo! Oh Lord, so it is my birthday. I had to get a few things done this morning. And got those things done now. And now I can do what I wanted to do. We're going to stream. Well, up, guys, I started looking into the, I guess I mistakenly thought that was the way it was. Went back and loaded the through level 10 that I have on for the English 20, because I keep complaining about these got these fewer number of things. And I know in like 24 you had players all the way down through had they had it so that I'm trying to think and can't. They had it where you in the lower levels you had the seven subs with only 5 used. They don't do that. This I guess they changed all this because it's changed. I went back and looked at the level 10 and it was the same. So I don't know where they made the mistake. If they made a mistake, what it was that was going on with it. But somewhere along the line, it got changed, and I didn't know it. I don't know when they come back now. Kind of sucks because you just get them 5 subs and it's gonna suck. But we're back in this. Let's go. Today we are trying to, let me fix this up so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Whew, man, I'm telling you, I walked a lot today. I was uptown. Let's see, I was down to the dollar store and back, down to the dollar store and back, uptown, or down to the bank and back, up here, back to the other bank, all the way to the dollar store again. From the dollar store to Wendy's, the dollar store to the other store, to the dollar store to home. I had to do all that just to get the 3 cards I needed to get to do what I had to do. God, I hate people that do this shit. Oh, what happened to people? You used to be able to get over. You used to be able to do everything just because people knew you. You didn't have to have. I don't know. I just get so frustrated sometimes because you got to do so many different things to jump through so many freaking hoops just to get things done these days. So, anyway, welcome back to the stream. We struggling a little bit. We are struggling a little bit. I don't know what to do with them. I need back in it, but yeah, I started playing around with the Sheffield. I want to test it, and then the next couple of days I'm going to actually start doing recordings. I think, put it up on my YouTube page. So that'll be fun. Hopefully. Alright, so birthday day. Yay, birthday today. Woohoo, ah. What the hell am I missing, and why is it over there? I don't even know. Alright, so what do we got? We got a game coming up. Who we playing? Nope, no game. Ooh. Alright, we got those players. We're starting to get those players in we wanted. Yeah, Morley coming in. Alright, Morley. Hoping Mr. Morley will do something. Back of my head is all sweaty. My hair is all sweaty. Yeah, my friend she didn't have PayPal. My girlfriend doesn't have PayPal. So her uncle was going to send her some money, but she couldn't do it on her PayPal. She doesn't have one. And all he has is PayPal, so he sends it to me. And I had to go get some gift cards to get it sent to her because she doesn't really have anything. I don't know why, but she doesn't. So I had to walk in the dollar store. Said you can't get gift cards with a credit card. Yeah, they lied. It isn't. You can't get it with a credit card. You can't get it with a credit card. You have to get it with a debit card. Fortunately, my PayPal card is a debit card, but I couldn't get money out of the bank. I tried to buy the debit cards on the gift cards online, and couldn't get them. They just every time I do it, it would go through with my PayPal, but it would go to that company and they'd send it down. And I'm sitting there going, "What the hell? You sell them? What the hell sense does this make?" But the dollar store did it, got it all taken care of. And it's like, fuck, man, that don't make no damn sense. I love when people just, like I said, can't go to. I could have got them at Walmart probably in store, but I wasn't gonna walk all the way over. I wasn't gonna go all the way there. Didn't have no way to do it, so we did it the way we did. It's all cool. I don't mind. Like I said, it's just one of those things. Morley is here. He's a forward. Hopefully, let's go see what Morley does. Does Morley help us out a lot? I hope. I really hope so. Alright, let's see. Well, Owen. Morley. No, he doesn't really help us a lot, but he does help us more. Mags and Morley. Ah, that worked. Eminem. Eminem up front, boys. Eminem up front. Sanderson's out for a couple games because he's an idiot. Bailey. No, probably not. Probably going to go with Samuels. I'm going to go with Samuels. So hopefully we can do something here. Is that his best thing here? Yep, that's his. He could play a false nine, but I don't want a false nine. Alright, so we're trying this out, see what happens. I forget what the fuck we were doing. I have no idea what we was doing. Oh, that's right. It's a 4-4-2. It's actually a 4-2-2-2. Just a little. I've seen this used by Megadad, Mega Loose Dad. He uses it a few times. I actually have one downloaded, and I didn't use the downloaded one because I didn't think I was going to be doing that. Should have. Check this shit out, right? I come home today. My girlfriend tells me the other day she's going to buy me some flowers, and I thought she was joking. Wrong. She freaking sent me flowers for my birthday. Can you believe that? I'm like, oh my god, you got to be kidding me. I need more water in there. Ain't enough water. They're going to die. So I was like, are you freaking kidding me? If she sent me flowers. I didn't take the paper off them yet because I just didn't want to. Make sure there's enough water in there. I don't know how long. Last time I bought somebody roses. I didn't buy them. It was a long time ago. It was just a nice thing to do for a friend. Yeah. Anyway, I bought her roses and they lasted for 15 days. They're not supposed to last that long. Got lucky. I'm hoping I can keep these alive for a while. We'll see. Use a little witchy touch. I'll go in there like there's nothing there. We're playing Sherborne Town. Adam Bailey. I don't want Adam Bailey to go anywhere, so we're going to go in here and we're going to offer Adam Bailey a contract. Why? Because we want to. And because we freaking can. That's why. We're going to be here for a while. Hopefully we're going to be able to stay around for a while today. I don't know. I have to do it again later, but at least if we sign him now, it'll be good for... Hopefully he won't go anywhere. Yeah, my legs are not going to be doing good. I'm going to be in pain the rest of the day, but I don't care. It was worth it. First I thought there's something that had gone wrong with my PayPal, because I've never had a problem with my PayPal card. And then it was the company. I guess they don't like working with PayPal. Why you have the payment option there? And then you can't blame the main company, because it wasn't the main company you were buying it from. You were buying it from a company that sells on their thing. So, like, I tried to get them from Walmart. That didn't work. They weren't Walmart. They were that card. And then I tried to get them from Kroger's first, but that didn't work. Just a bunch of craziness. Unbelievable craziness today. I need to turn this around, boys. We're 3 spots below mid-table. We're not where we want to be. Oh, crazy. Y'all don't want to start with me. Yeah, they sent me a thing yesterday for my, my health plan, sending me a 1-page letter. You're past due for your diabetic retinal eye exam. Like, okay, gotcha. What about the one that I'm supposed to have that I can't get scheduled? What about that one? Y'all don't know that one, huh? I do. I gotta call them. I keep thinking about needing to do this stuff, and I just don't get it done because I'm just too busy doing everything else. I do need to call my health plan and get a doctor's appointment for both of those. I don't think they can do it at the same time. I'm not sure. Well, we're gonna have to find out. I gotta call them because and then this is the fucked up part, right? So I had eye with the other one. It was included in that. You know, no big deal. I like that. Gives me a chance to do my if I needed to do. But I didn't because I just never. I try to handle one problem at a time. And I don't like handling. I mean, I can handle 50 problems at a time if I need to, but I don't like handling 50 problems at a time. I like handling them one at a time. It comes to my health. That way I can concentrate on something, get it done, and be done with it. Right. That's the object of the game. Things are catching up, and they ain't letting me do that anymore. So I went and got testosterone done. And I guess they did the testosterone test last week, but he didn't put it in as a 2-part. So I had to put another one in, but he put the second one in that I did yesterday was actually the second part of the first one, but he put it in for 2 parts. So I'm thinking we're not doing 3. We're not doing 3. So my testosterone wasn't low. It was probably about 30 points higher than what the lowest could be. So I mean, I don't know if it has the same effect as like everything else does. Because when you have something, you know, like with my thyroid, if my thyroid is getting closer to the low end, then there's things that it can affect differently. If it's closer to the high end, it can make me go. It's like a hyperactive runaway train in my body. You know, that's the problem. So I have to wait and see what this one is. It'll be Saturday before they put the thing in on Saturday. I didn't even know it. Didn't pay no attention. I usually see them as soon as I see them. I check them, but I didn't check it. I don't know why. I don't know if I subconsciously knew it wasn't. It didn't think it was there. So it's all right. It'll be all right. Hopefully we can come up with something. Because like I said, I did all this running around. My body hurts. My back, my knee hurts, but that's because I did a lot of walking. But I don't feel bad, but I'm tired, and I shouldn't be this tired. And you know, I haven't done, like, I didn't do anything yesterday. I went with my dad to get a couple things for him. Didn't really do much. Didn't stream. So I don't know. I don't know. I got to try to figure this out. There's got to be something. Either we need to fix whatever meds I have. We got to start looking at the meds I have and maybe rearrange them a little bit, or we got to figure something else out. Feltham. Oh, there's the midfielder I wanted. Hello, getting in for 3,600. Works for me. Feltham. I'm fixing this team now. I'm not waiting a year. We want to get back on the running side here, boys. We want to get back to where we can start running and gunning and beating people up. Oh, that's a good move. That was a good one. Feltham. Let's see, where's he going to go? Bennett or Booth? Or, well, let's just do it this way. Mr. Feltham! Mr. Feltham, where are you at? I see you sitting right there in the back. Let's see, I brought him in for, same difference, really. Well, yeah, we're going to go with that. I thought Jenkins was better than that there. Oh, he can play right. Aaron can play right left. Oh, I think that's what the problem was. Yeah, there we go. Now we're looking even better. Woo! We're ready to roll. Let's go, boys. I need this. Y'all need to get your shit together, and we need to start winning. We need to get this shit turned around right now. I know he don't want to stay. I think all three of them want to leave. Pretty sure all three of them want to leave, so I don't know what I'm going to... Oh, and we're bringing in Stratton. Stratton is a forward. We're bringing another forward. See, that's the thing. I had to think ahead. You got to think ahead on this shit. Because if I lose both Mags and Bell, I got to have somebody to replace him. So we're bringing in Bennett, or Feltham, or, yeah. No. The other guy and that guy. And those two. I don't know who they are before the season's over. Hopefully. Otherwise, we're in trouble. So, Stratton. He's a 2, so he's not going to be a big jump in there. But we'll see what position he plays in, and if he can get any better than that. Because right now he would go in for Morley. No. I'm starting again today. I don't know who was where. Alright, boys, here we go. New look, new sets. Let's go. We got to do something with this shit. I'm getting tired of losing. I'm getting tired of being what we're not. We're better than this. We should be up the top of this league instead of sitting at the bottom. We do not do this. But I've had this happen before. We struggle all the way through and we get to the second half of the season and just start pounding them and wins. I would think the best one I ever had was with Shire. We won like 18 straight games after the first of the year. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close to halfway. That's all we can try. There ain't much else we can do. Oh. Yeah, we got things done today. I'm so happy. Oh, crazy. I swear. I just don't know what to do. I haven't been this happy in a while. Alright, boys, here we go. So, Morley and Mags, Fellman there, and Rowe, Booth, Quacky, Jenkins, Curtis, Griffith, Grant, and Bailey at the goalkeeper. Let's go. Don't remember what happened last game. Bailey getting the start today, right now, for this one. We're playing at home. We're playing at home. Playing at home. Let's go, boys. We need a win. We need to get off to the good start here. No playing around. Let's go. We're dropping 8 back in the defense, 2 in the mid. Off of this, go to 4-4-4-2-2-2. 2 mids, two attacking or 2 wingers and attacking midfielders, and 2 men up front. That'll work. That'll work. Let's go. I think everybody learns how to play a 4-2-2. Nice try. That was a beautiful attack right there. They actually got where they needed to be. I'm kind of surprised at that. Oh, my feet hurt. My ankles are sore. Kitty go boom. Boom. Shakalaka. Fucking Christ, man. And they're off to a start. They started first. Of course they did. What did we do? I didn't even see it. I'm looking around at everything else. I got tied his shoe. From a corner. Yeah, that ain't good. I don't like when that happens. I need one of those guys. I need one of those guys bad. Looks like it. Numbskulls. Numbskulls. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? You let them score in under 10 minutes and you're going to fuck around. Yeah, we're going to start doing a mixed up team. I'm just putting my starters on this to see what happens on the first one, because we're not going to sit here and keep putting the same guys in and keep losing. We're going to try to fix it up. I'm going to start going with his mind up and see what happens. Nice pass. Nice look. No. That would have been great if the dumbass would have fucking hit it where the dude wasn't. Oh, man, what the hell? I don't know about these guys sometimes, man. They just drive me up a wall. You're going after it. You got to get it. You can't stand back there and say, let me lollygag up here. Yeah, lollygag. Gaggy-law. Lollygag, gaggy-law. Number 2. Ooh, he missed it. Not as much. But how much he missed it? Yes. Oof, nose. I'm sweating so bad right now. It is not humid. It's not warm out. It's like it was cold when I left. So I had to have my sweatshirt on. If I hadn't worn my sweatshirt, I might have been okay, because I wouldn't have sweated so much. But I sweated. And it started getting a little warmer, but there was still a wind, and it's humid as hell outside. We're in a chance of heavy rain later, so man, there's been some fucked up weather. I'm telling you. Somebody fucked up. Mother Nature's pissed, because if you ain't been paying attention the last couple of nights. Well, last week there was a tsunami or an earthquake off of Japan. Tsunami came in again, and then all this week there's been tornadoes, but they've been nighttime tornadoes. They had an EF4 in a town the other day, 2 days ago at night, and it was not good. It went in, got outside of town, and then came back in and sat on town. Not good. They got to get something going over there, because that's just, they keep going there. Just just ain't working. Oh, fellas, how do you let him get behind you? Nice defense. Keep him in there, making. Yeah, it was nice. I like that. A little too long, but we got it down. We need to get closer. I like how we're doing the shots from the crosses from the outside, but we're not getting anybody up. Oh, I'd have cried if I'd have went in. Oh, I'd have cried. I would have cried. I'd have been like laughing my ass off if that would have went. Look at this sky. That just mirrors. That sky looked wicked as hell. That must have been the roof. It didn't look. It looked like the sky looked like all orange, but it doesn't look like that anywhere else. It's just me. I'm seeing things. Come on, guys, man. I'm gonna get fired from this job, and I'm gonna be mad. Nope, that was beautifully played, beautifully defended. Good job. Now get the asses down here and let the fuck go. That's what the problem is. I can tell you that already. Didn't pay attention to the one thing I needed to pay attention to. Ooh, that should have been a goal. Yeah, it sucks, but hey. Oh, come on, ref. There's nothing wrong with that play. That was a terrible call. Terrible call. What are you doing? You had the ball. Why would you do that? I don't understand that at all. I really don't. I don't get when they do that. Why they do that? There's no way you should have did that. You had the ball under control. You could have went out to the side. You could have went down the flank. Instead, you kicked it to nobody and nobody's man and gave them the ball back. It made no sense. Now you got players everywhere. Let's go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Will you stop that? Scared the shit out of me. Had little glass bowls to eat out of on the table when someone stepped on one. There's a good cross. Maybe. Ooh, nice save. Next time, fake up and go down. That probably would have been a own goal if it went in. Don't know. Come on, guys. We got 5 shots, 2 on. They've got 5 shots, all 5 of them on. What's going on? Bless you. BIIRTHDAY. Nice lead. I fucking hate that. That doesn't happen. You gotta let him have that chance. Motherfuck, dude. That's like just don't make any sense why they do that shit. Don't fucking blow it till the shot's taken. They were on a run. You know, oh, let's take it away from them right now. Ah, fuckhead. Get it together, boys. You're not playing at all like you need to. Alright, boys, nobody's coming out. Everybody stays on. Let's get us a goal. 4-4. Be nice to get a couple goals here. They have not missed a shot. They have got every shot on. What are you doing over there? Man, I swear to God, these guys get into everything and anything when I'm streaming. Rest of the day, not a word. Won't hear a thing from them. I sit in the chair, they'll come sit with me. If I sit here, I want to sit over here. After that, other than that, they won't. They every time I'm on stream, they want to get into everything. Oh, nice move around. Nice move around. Nice try. He's offsides. He couldn't get the ball, and he knew it. That's a good thing. Yep, too close. Nobody in his way. Oh, I done made myself big there and got run over. Penalty. Nice. No, I don't even think about it. That fool fell down on his own. We are struggling. We are the underdogs. I don't know what the hell to do. Now I can't really do anything. Got 3 games to go for these guys because they're new. They don't get to just jump in and go, oh, look at us. Got to give them a chance to get assimilated. It takes 3 or 4 games to do that. I'm ready for a nap. I am ready for a nap now. I don't know what to do with this team. I really don't. They're killing me. There we go. Squash. You'll be able to see what I'm doing. Man, I was struggling this morning. Couldn't see shit. Everything gotta be. Why can't everything have dark pages? Why do they gotta have white pages? Fucking Walmart. Everything in their pages is white. You can't see shit, man. It's so bright. I'm like, good lord, man. Leave me alone. I had my son come down and help me with shit because I couldn't do it myself. New glasses. That's a problem. Who the fuck were you passing that to? That's a great pass if the dude's not standing 16 feet the other way. 5.5 meters. Okay. Yeah, I know I should have introduced people already and I didn't. That was my fault. I'm going to give Robinson a shot up front. Rose coming off for Frackerly. Booth's coming off for Hughes. Jenkins is coming off for Bailey, and Grant's coming off for Samuels. There we go. I waited too long. Paying attention. Trying to figure this damn team out, why they're fucking struggling so bad. And there's a nice one. Now come on, Max, get it up there. Come on, Max, get it up there. There you go. Come on, Morley, first shot. Oh, you got it deflected out. Damn, that was close. That was the best run we've had all morning. I don't even know what the fuck that was. I don't know what that was. Boy, he went up too. My boy, their guy went up. I'm surprised our guys didn't even move. They just kind of stood there. Goalkeeper got it, but man, that was terrible defense. Come on, guys, you got 7 minutes to get a goal. Let's go. This rate, I'd rather have a tie than a loss. And let's just pop it out to their guy out in the wing. What the fuck are you doing? I swear to God, these guys are killing me. They just don't do anything good. They just don't do anything consistently. It's like, what the hell do I even have them in there for? Yeah, it's time to start flipping them around, see if we can find a group that will win. Passing's too short. Shouldn't be that short. That's what's killing us. Nice goal! Fakerly! Fazakerly! Fazakerly got us the tie. Good job, baby, in the 84th minute. Woo-hoo-hoo! My boy just scored a goal. Way to go, Dave. Dude! 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 That was beautiful. I can't believe he did that. He's like, nah, I got this. He said, I'm done. I'm done playing stupid. I'm going to show my stuff off now. Get myself a place in this team. He ain't changing. Next match he's coming. He's gonna be. He might even get to start now. He might get to start there. Seeing that. Mamas. Come on. Okay. What's going on with you? Come on, mamas. Come here. Come here, baby. Oh, hush. Oh, why you doing that? So I'm trying to get it to go away. Hold still. You okay? You alright now? You know you can't be in the way. 4 minutes. Lay down somewhere. I don't have to be right on top of my phones, ma'am. You're in the way again. You're in the way again. Don't mess with my phones. Back your butt up a little bit. That's fine right there. You okay? Now stop that breathing hard. I know I've got to take you to a vet to see what's up with you. You probably have something wrong. Blow it. You're gonna just blow it. Oh! You stop that. 1-1 tie. At least one loss. Right? 11 shots. We only had 4 shots on. They missed 2 shots on. Wow. Wow. Wowzer, wowzer, woozy, woozer. Fellas. Not good, boys. Oh, yay, Bucka. I don't know. I love my mama's. I rub my mama's back and her belly, size of her belly, and her nose. So mama, lay down. Yep, that made me so tired. That's what I'm talking about. I hate that energy level was so low. I literally could go to sleep. If I laid in my chair, I'd be out in 10 minutes, and then I don't want to wake up. So I'm trying not to let that kick in. Aww. You got a hairball in there? Mamas. Yes, he did. He made my day. That was a beautiful play. Yep. I'm doing a press conference for him coming in. You're covering my phones with your butt. I can't see because you got your tail on my phones. What's up with that? Hmm? You stop that. Make me get mad at you. Come on, babies. I'd give you that shit in just a drop form, but you won't let me. Just wait. Don't touch him yet. Come here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get him. You're lazy. You just want to be a lazy mole and make me move him, huh? There. Go ahead. Eat him. You know you want to, so stop your fooling around. Get him. Get him, mama. Go ahead. It's okay. Make sure you can't push him off because you like to push him before you grab him. Accurately's not that bad. That's accurately. Okay, let's see. Get him? Did you get them all? Good mamas. Yeah, I know, it goes on there too, but it gets into that and it makes you feel better. It don't care if it works, that's all that matters, right? Right. Come on, move your butt. You're pushing my phones over, Mama Llama. Can't be doing that, ma'am. Well, yeah. Alright. He goes for 2 years. Why can't I give her a balance a 2-year deal? That's crazy. Oh, fuck, I wanted to do that. Damn it. Oops, my bad. I thought it'd come back to the same one. My bad, I didn't pay attention. I knew they were going to do that too, and I just said, fuck it. No, I don't want to do it. You can kick my butt. Didn't mean to do that. Well, now we can sit back and wait. Oh, fuck. Not now on this side, man. I'm going to be mad as hell if that starts doing that. John Joe, my boy. I'm going anywhere. He could be good later. Get him where he's supposed to be playing. Bitches are all pulling back. I swear it will. They're pleased and satisfied. That's not good. We were at 100% on that. Now we're not. Why? Because we're struggling. I don't know about all that. No. Everyone said no to, so get off of me. Hopefully he don't want to go anywhere. If he goes, he goes. I can't do nothing about it. Brixham. Now see, last year I wouldn't have had that problem. Why? Because we had players who were actually winning. We were playing great. We didn't have no problems. And then we kind of came up this year going, hey, we're badasses, and we found out the hard way. We are not badasses. We are not bad asses. What we are is a team struggling. Ah, fuck. You can't do enough of that. You just can't. Dembele. I want Dembele to come play for me. Whoa. He's really doing that bad, ain't he? Yeah, he's not doing good at all. I guess these guys can't come back. That's not doing well at all. And John Joe. And John Jay. Alright, boys, let's go. Alright. Sasha might be back, which would be a nice addition. Like I said, he gives me advice this time. I'm taking. Oh, I don't have. That's not gonna happen because I don't have a. I don't have a. I'm gonna do a quick pick because I don't have a assistant coach right now, so I don't get none of that good shit. I don't think. If I did, I didn't notice it. All right, boys, we need a win here. Let's go. I know what I need. I need some salt. That might help. A little bit. All it's going to take is one win. No, we tied the last one. but I got like $5 left.
You didn't use it all?
I couldn't.
They didn't do 500?
There's drink mixes out there too. No, they don't have a 500, but I had to make sure my card was working. So I'm sending the rest on Tuesday or Friday.
I don't want the cream of chicken. We're supposed to make it sometime.
Huh?
What we're supposed to do with the cream of chicken? We're supposed to make it sometime.
What are you talking about?
The cream of chicken noodles and stuff that you guys bought.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it sometime or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to make some? Not make some. Make it for supper tonight. I don't care. What do you mean we're supposed to make it or what? Ow. What the damn? What you got in your foot?
I don't know.
I forgot to change that, didn't I? Sure did.
Whose fault is that?
Mine. Struggling. Moved up a level and got struggles. I mean, big time struggling. Went from running away with the lead last year, middle of the table barely. So tired of running up. Man, I went everywhere today. I went to the dollar store, come home. Went to the dollar store or to the bank, come home.
What did I pay for?
Get the money out. Wouldn't let me. Went up to that bank and home. Had to go down to the dollar store. Got the first card. Had to wait a half hour. Got the second card. Had to wait another half hour. I was down there from like 9:30.
Shop cards?
The other one.
Actually, I'm down there?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to 200 though. That's crazy. The NFL sent me a happy birthday wish to my email. Good looking boy. Somebody deflected. I thought it went up their player. That's funny. Nice play. That was beautiful. It bounced and he kind of underkicked it instead of. Bastard. Come on, man. Nice play. Nice play. Terrible finish. Terrible finish. No, just a terrible finish. Oh! Huh! We knew it was going offside. Went offside. The only thing we're lacking in right now is a goalkeeper. No idea. Damn it. Hey, Justin. I'm seeing you all day. What's up, baby? Oh, peaches. That's my peaches. I don't know if you can see her on there or not. Nope, barely. You just see the tops of her ears. Huh. My peaches. My peachy. My peachy. My lovey dove. My lovey dove. Where you going? Where you going? You gonna walk down that way? Now you go over there and bother them flowers. No, you don't. I don't really have anywhere to put them but on the edge of my table. Everywhere else they're in the way. You, hey. Hey. Leave them alone. Don't you break that vase, I'll be mad. I like it. Hey, hey, hey! What'd I just say? Leave it alone. You don't get to ruffle that shit up. Ruffler. You always look so sad, babies. It's okay. I promises. I promises it's okay. Oh, my baby. My poor baby. You look so sad. What's the matter? What you looking at? Oh, nothing out there. You're looking at the TV. What you looking at the TV like that for? None at halftime. Alrighty then. Do need to bring Mags out. Molly gonna walk on. Sasha was back in this match. Good. Turning it up a notch. Yeah, I walked a little bit today. Not a happy man. Justin. What you making? There's only 4 left.
Huh?
There was 4 left.
Okay, right one.
Oh, you go. Make me one. I'm hungry too. I'm hungry too. It's my birthday. Make me a burger, baby. Of course there's gonna be a... Ooh! Nice save, Mr. Tracy. Mr. Tracy with the save of the penalty. Good job, boo. That was a nice job right there, man. That helped out a lot. What the hell? He kicked that one out quick, boy. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to just bury this one out of bounds. Get off of it. No. I don't care. There's a mine. I don't want you knocking them over. Chris, Lindsay bought them for me. Now listen. You want to fight with me all day? You keep messing with those.
You want anything on it?
Nope. Just a little salt. Just a little salt will do. And cheese, of course. Oh, baby. I forgot to take the goalkeeper away. Lost a sub because of the goalkeeper. Damn it. I hate when I do that. Forget things too much. Yeah, dang, Griffiths. That's Peter Griffiths' son, brother. His English brother. He got an English brother. Don't even start that with me. Nicely done. Bennett with the nice crossing shot. That was beautiful. And Bennett says, Griffiths says, wait a minute, I got this. Raise the roof, boy. That might be his first ever goal. I don't know, that was pretty good. Not a good thing when your defenders are outscoring your offensive guy. That's not a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing. Peter Griffith's brother plays for me. And then the dude Mega Luke that I like, he's on my team. His name anyway. Damn. I gotta teach people how to buy bread. That bread's getting old. Right in front of the ref. Come on, ref, give me a card. There you go. About time. First of all, not done, Justin. Justin. Microwave this for 30 seconds.
Not done?
No. You're cooking too fast, too hot.
I haven't done. I have to pull on heat.
And they're not like they're gonna kill you. They're not like they're processed burgers, but it still tastes better when they're completely kicked through. Woo! He tried to strike from the deep. My microwave is crazy. You put stuff in my microwave and it will kill you after like a little bit of time. Put it in there for like 30 seconds, it'll feel like it's been there for 2 hours.
I don't know what's up with that thing.
It'll be alright, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta make sure, dude. You gotta let it cook a little slower. Cross it! Oh! Why they didn't get to that, I don't know. Oh, hard as hell now. Ah, damn. Yeah. Like, I heat water in a cup. My coffee maker got broke, but I still have the piece to make. I had it cured. And it just one day quit working. But I still get the curry cups for the cappuccino, because you just take them off, pour them in a cup, and pour water on them, you're good. But then I got the little filter thing that's like a Keurig cup with, you put the coffee in, so I make individual cups that way. I could put it in there 1 minute, it'll be if I put it in one time, 3 minutes, it's really, really slow. Don't even think about giving me another card, bitch. That is nuts. That motherfucker tackled me, not the other way around. But, one time it'll do it really hot in 3 minutes. Come on, ref. Knock these motherfuckers down a notch. That's getting old. On the edge of the box. Good job, Wall. And next time I put it in there, it'll be hot as hell. I need more salt. Come on, ref. And what? Come on, boys. You got a shutout. What's up with Tracy? How much longer you gonna let this go, babe? Oh, 5 minutes. Oh, come on. Oh, Jeff. We got a win. And a shutout. Yeah. Something I didn't see coming. That's a good thing, though. Gotta love them shutouts. Oh. Ding, dong, ding. Even core healthcare. What the hell do you want? Hold on a minute. Hello? Hello? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Oh my God.
Great. This call is intended for you.
Oh,
First,
really?
to protect your privacy, please validate your date of birth. Enter a 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year on your phone.
All this so they can tell me they're not going to do it.
Thank you. We have approved the requested
Yes.
service for a CT scan. The authorization is valid for 90 days.
Wow.
It expires on July 27th, 2026. The approval number is A272572536. To hear the pre-certification process status again, press 1. If you have any questions or concerns about the authorization status, please contact your doctor. You may call us at 1-888-785-2471 during our business hours of 7 a.m.
I
to
can't
7
believe they approved
p.m.
it.
local time Monday through Friday.
Now I get a test done. Woohoo!
If you no longer wish to receive phone calls from Evacor Healthcare regarding all future authorization information for procedure requests made by your doctor and would like to be placed on our do not call list, press 1. Otherwise, press 2.
Hell no.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Woohoo! I get to get my test done. Silly. Silly. I can't believe they approved it. First try. Didn't even have to beg. Wow. I guess they knew who they're talking to. Oh, I was going to go. I was ready to fight that one, boy. So now I get that myelogram. There's a slight percentage you could die from this test. They don't tell you that till like the last minute. My dad had it done, and he was the one that told me that. They didn't tell me. I was getting ready to go do it, and he's like, yeah, this is a test you could die from. Yay! I get to get it done. Now all I gotta do is call my doctor. Now the last time they did this, the messed up part was I got 2 papers. First one said no, second one said yes. I went with our first one said yes, second one said no, so I went with the first one. I went, got the test done, had them schedule it. About 2 months later, I get a bill in the mail for $678, and I was like, trash! You all proved it. I had paperwork that said you proved it, so you're paying for that bitch. Not me. Not me. Good. What do you want? Dude. That's what I thought. There's your first try. Oh, I'm so happy now I get to get this test done. And maybe they'll find out what we need to do to get this damn nerve taken care of so I don't have this problem anymore. Because, I'm sorry, I only did, like, she said she was going to, I only went to two rehabs. But then, that 3 weeks of eye problems that I had and everything was kosher, it solved the pain problem. It didn't solve the pinched nerve problem. And this pinched nerve has got to be figured out. I'm not playing with this no more. It took me, I had it done a year ago. And now I got to do it again. Because, Alright, gotta remember how to do this. God damn, those will not stop. This is the problem, man. This weather is killing me. This weather is just crushing me right now. Because 1 minute it's like, 1 minute we got, like, yesterday it was 74. Today it's supposed to be in the mid 60s, upper 60s and low 70s. Tomorrow 54 again. And the nighttime is what's killing me. And I ran my air conditioner all night last night because right now, everything's going weird for me because I'm like overheating and shit, and I shouldn't be, but I am. We gotta put Bailey back in there, or Tracy's staying, so he gets to stay. Tracy gets to stay. Got to shut out. So yeah, that's always the fun thing to do. I hate it. There's no transfer thing. He's not going anywhere. I gave him a contract. If he wants to go, he can go. If he doesn't, he stays. I hope he stays because he's one of the guys I signed. So, man, the way that shadow looks back there makes my hair look like it's... I look like I got a clown head. Damn. I can't breathe. I can't get my nose to stop running. And this is a problem because this is how the damn thing started with me 3-4 weeks ago. My eyes are starting to tingle a little bit. We're up to 11th. Yay. But, yeah, so they approved. I can't believe they approved it. I really can't, because normally you got to fight with things. So they're, 1 minute are pissing me off. The next minute, they're doing something good. I can't win. Yeah, they pissed me off because the first reason they pissed me off was when they set me up. They signed me up. They were supposed to send out the food card that comes with it and the food and over-the-counter stuff, like on the 30th of December. It was supposed to be activated on the 1st of January. They sent it out on the 30th of December. The sad part was I signed up for it on the 7th of December. So they took an extra 23 days to finally send the shit out. Then it gets here, and they neglected to tell me that I had to have a paperwork done from my doctor to get the actual better of the two. I got the over-the-counter one, which was great because I went down and got a bottle of baby aspirin that I have to take every day. I got a full bottle, 360 days worth of baby aspirin for like $12. I was like, wow. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And then so we did that, and then they finally, I called the doctor and got them the paperwork. They emailed it to me. I faxed it to them. They faxed it in. They got me the stuff. So then they did that. But what they did was, and this pissed me off too, they shut down the card from before with like it had $100 on it. I spent 15, 20, 25. I had $75 left on it. And they shut it down. And I was saving that money because what I was going to do was, and that was when I was having the most trouble with my arm in the early part of the year. I was going to get a shoulder brace to brace it up, because that's one way it was feeling better, was when it was up like this a little bit. And I couldn't do it. And I'm like, what the hell did y'all do? And they're like, we're sorry, but that's how this works. And I'm like, no, that shouldn't be how it works, because it's two separate things. But then when they sent me the card, it had the both values on it, which was a good thing, because we was going to be fighting. I hate fighting with damn medical people. You know, and then like the second thing they did, it was even worse, was they told me my prescriptions were all covered. Oh, you're getting all your prescriptions like you're in the other plan. And then a week or two later, they sent me a thing saying, we made a mistake. You're actually going to have to pay $12 or $10 for certain ones, $12 for certain ones, and $5 for other ones. And you have like 3 that are free. I take 14 pills. I worked it out that if I have to pay, when I pay for all my bills, I have an extra $85 a month, plus one that I have to buy, that the vitamin D. I could get it over the counter if I could find the right kind, but I can't find it cheaper than what I can get it from them. I can get a month's supply for them for like $6, and I can get a 3-month supply, but it's like $25, and I'm not paying $25 for a pill that I don't have to have it. I'm not gonna die if I don't have the vitamin D. But you know, the potassium. I got a whole bottle about this tall, one of them thin, round bottles like that tall, of potassium that sits out there. And every time, like the other day when I was having them cramps from that walking to the hospital the other day, I took some, and I needed to, because that shit was killing me. Like I said, I get these like full body. I get these full body stretches. It's not like, it's like you've seen cats do it. Cats get up from sleep, they'll put their body out like this, and they'll stretch their whole body. Mine does it, but not nicely. Mine's not the same. I will like, it's like it pulls everything to the center. And that Tuesday morning when I woke up the next morning, boy, I thought I was done. I'm surprised they couldn't hear me screaming in Texas, because it hurt so bad. So Quack and Mags up front, Rowe, Sasha, Barrett, Fulham, Feltham, Sanders, Griffith, Jenkins, Grant, and Tracy with his shutout of 1 game and a 1.5. We got a 2-game unbeaten streak going here. Whoop whoop, let's go. Whoop whoop. All right, boys, it comes down to this. We are now in 11th place, so we are like 1 place out of the top half. But that's not good enough. We want to end up in the top 5, 6, 7. I think it's 7. I think there's 6 spots in the playoffs. I don't know how that works, because I don't know. They must take up 3 or 4. I don't know. There is a playoff, and I think there's 4 teams in it. So we need to get rolling here. It's almost halfway through the season. What day are we on? I don't even know. I ain't paying no attention enough. Yeah. So we gotta do. All right, boys. Let's do this. Let's do this. What the fuck am I doing? I don't even know. I'm touching one phone, the other phone's sitting there going, I don't know what that was. I like him, he's cool. Yeah, I used to have dogs. I had a German Shepherd we called King when I was a baby. And that dog was strong. We had him tied up out back. My mom didn't want the dog. I don't even know why we had him. My dad had him. My birth father. But so yeah, so we had this dog, and if you cry, like the one time I was crying about something, I was like 4 years old, sitting in the high chair in the kitchen, and I'm bawling my eyes out about something, and this dog pulled his box all the way down to the back door. I was like, damn, dog was huge. And then after that, we had 2 black labs. See, the one, I wouldn't mess with him. He was the one we had for the longest. His name was Skipper. And he was a pretty decent sized. He was the only reason we couldn't register him is they like black labs have a white mark down the center, and if it's perfectly down the center, you can have him registered. But his was just a little to the left. But my dad's painting partner, when he was younger, had the dog, and he had to get rid of him because there was problems in the neighborhood. There was this guy had 2 Dobermans, and they would go down there and they'd harass this dog, and they knew his length of his chain and stuff, and they would get to within that and have him chase after him, and then they would back off and mess with him until one day he didn't. He wasn't on the chain. He was laying in his normal spot, but his chain wasn't connected. And I guess he damn near killed the one. He pulled one of his noses off, almost pulled it completely off, and the other one he had bitten so bad on the neck they almost had to put him down. And I was like, don't mess with this dog. And we lived over across town in this, like, it was in town, but there was like a farm. The guy who bought the land off of, my dad was going to build a housing project. Well, not a project, but a housing development. Back in the 70s and 75, when there was the big old Jimmy Carter fucked the economy up real bad. We ended up having the gas crisis, and it fucked everything up. And we ended up having 2 houses built. And he would be on a run in the backyard. We let him run back and forth. And he had this concrete slab, and above it, 20 feet up or 25 feet up, was the upper deck. Oh, cool. Cool. Welcome in, babe. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so he was so funny to watch because we had the house was like a pre-built. They brought in halves and they put them on you had the basement, and the back side of the basement was probably 12 foot high, and then you had the other up there, 15 feet, whatever it was. We had a shed in the backyard that was behind my window, below my window, and he would sit there on this deck, and he would run back and forth. Well, every once in a while he'd get loose, and he got loose this one time, and he would go in the field behind us, because behind us was a field up this hill, and on the other side of that hill was a reservoir, and he would disappear. And he came back one day carrying the hind quarter of a deer in his mouth, like a bone. I mean, this thing was probably 12 feet long, had meat on the back where the hip was, and he was carrying it in his teeth like I was sitting there going, where the hell did you come up with this at? But we ended up having to put him down because there was a creek or whatever you want to call it, that ran behind our house on the other side of the thing, and he was just struggling one day. I was at basketball practice. My brother, I was a junior. I was a sophomore, junior. My brother was a freshman. I was a sophomore, junior. I was 2 years ahead of him. And my dad came during basketball practice right after school, and my brother just broke down bawling and left. And I didn't know what happened until halfway to the end of practice. My coach came over and said, your dad just was here. Your brother left because your dog had to be put down. And I'm like, what the fuck? I guess he got bit by a snake because his brain swelled and he couldn't see. He was walking into stuff, and then my dad loved dogs. My dad was a dog guy. He didn't like cats. He was a dog guy, and I like dogs. I have no problem with dogs. I had a half shepherd, half husky until 2 years ago when he he died from complications from a thyroid issue. We put him on a special diet and he still couldn't lose weight. That boy just kept gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight. And I got to, I mean, I would take him outside, I'd let him run. I never put him on a leash. I didn't need to. He wouldn't go anywhere except in the backyard, and he never ran for long. He just went outside. He's scared of his shadow. The neighbors over on this side of my house had this little dog that was about this big, a little tiny chihuahua. Little fat little chihuahua, but it was hilarious. My boy would be out there in the yard, and we'd be sitting on the porch, and they'd let this dog out the front door. And he would run to the door and sit there and like just wanted to get in the house, and it was hilarious. But he was a great dog, and he was the one we brought back from California. All of us, I highly recommend that. It's such a fun thing to do. We had him, the vet. We talked to the vets before we left, and they said you can put him on like anything that has like Robitussin and that kind of stuff that'll like calm you down and that. So we did. We put him on some stuff, and he was just a normal dog, laid on the floor the whole time. And we were on like we came from California to Cambridge, and it was a 3.5-day trip. Oh, it was a blast. I went out on the bus to California. I loved it. I don't have a problem with riding on the bus. I think it's fun. I never get into problems. These people were all like, they were the first time we got on the bus in California, there was a woman that was having a hissy fit because we were sitting towards the front. And we did that till we got to LA. So we went from San Diego past Pendleton up to LA, and then we went from LA to Vegas, and then from Vegas to St. Louis, then St. Louis to Columbus, and then Columbus to Cambridge. It's a straight shot. I mean, Route 70, which runs through St. Louis and all that, runs 20 minutes from my house that way. You go that way, which is south, you'll run right into it. So yeah, it was a blast. I had fun in California, and I miss it really bad. But you know, I like my little town. I've been here almost my entire life. I keep forgetting to change this. Or did I forget to change it? Yeah, I forgot to change it. We're going. Jesus, what the hell happened? That was weird. My TV just Okay, the controller's right there, and I had it on this, and it dimmed down, and then all of a sudden it just dimmed back up like some. Telling you, yeah, okay, I give up. It's crazy, but yeah, so you know, I don't know. It's such a nice little town, but it's also very boring because there's not a whole lot here. Wendy's, McDonald's, Dunkin', some really good ice cream, but yeah. So, you know, I don't know. One of these days, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, when my baby gets here. Sneaking around in the thing back there. That's cool, though. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, so we're just doing what we do. But, yeah, they're going to get this test done. And basically, what it is, if you've never heard of it, is a malleogram is what it's called. And basically what they do is they hang you upside down on the table. Put you in little gravity booties you would use if you were doing the exercises, and they tilt the table forward. I don't know. It does that every once in a while, I guess. It might have just been the way it looked, and it kind of caught, like out of the corner of my eye, I saw the blue, and it just kind of startled me for a second. But so basically, they give you this shot in your butt, in your back, in your lower back. They go in one side, put the dye in. They go in the other side, put the dye in. Well, the first time I had this done, the guy who did my biopsy from my thyroid was the same guy. He said, yeah, I remember you. And it's like, oh, boy. I said, well, next time I have this done, I'm not getting you, because he put it in, when he put the needle in the left side, he hit the nerve that went from your lower back to your foot on the left, on the right. No, the only time I've ever had anything felt like that, and it was like electric. He's like, it's like someone zapped you with a taser. Although I've never been tased, but I'm assuming that's what it feels like. First time I read that done is if you ever had a carpal tunnel test done, they take one of the smallest, thinnest, most delicate needle that you could ever see that's attached to a wire, and they will stick it in your fingers, and they run electric through it. This thumb, your right thumb, is connected to your left big toe. How do I know this? Because I got it done the first time, and it shot me from there to there, and you're like, oh Jesus. But yeah, that should be the last test I have to have done this year for any kind of tests. Now, the testosterone test I took the other day, I was talking about it. It came back at 294, and 194 is the lowest. So it's not like 11,000 is the top range. And I'm sitting there going, Jesus God, how much testosterone you got to be to get 11,000? So it's low, but it's not too low. So I'm hoping and praying that we're going to fix this. There's something they can do to try to fix this, because like I said, I did a lot of walking this morning. My body's not hurting because of the walking. It's drained too much because of the walking. I walked to the dollar store and home, the bank and home, the other bank and home, the dollar store, up to sit down at Dunkin's and have a cup of coffee, back to the dollar store, then across the street for a minute, then to the dollar store, and then home again. And it's not that I'm, like I said, my body's not hurting from all that. But it's just I'm so drained. And I'm actually so drained that I'm tired. Come on, yellow, let's go. My team's the yellow and black. We are, if you've just joined us, we are Cheddar, the Cheesemen, is what we are called. We're on a 2-game unbeaten streak, and we had a shutout the last game because my boy Tracy finally decided to play like he should. We just need to start scoring, fellas. Let's go. Second half, time for changes. Let's make the changes. Let's see. Quack's coming out. Might as well talk about that while I'm here thinking about it. And I did it again. Damn it, I keep forgetting to do that. Morley's coming in. You can get in this game if you want. The way you do that is if you are interested in joining and becoming a player in this game. It's real simple. There are 4 options. Well, you got 5 options because one, you can become a coach. And that's an easy way to do it. Basically, what you do is you spend 250 bits. You'll get to be a coach. You can coach any team you want to. We'll give you random numbers between 1 and 20 for all your coaches' attributes. We'll put you in there. We'll let you choose your main. Like, we'll give you you get to choose the number 1 tactic. You get to tell me what you want. We'll design it for you. The other 2 are going to be chosen by you, but they're going to be from the pre-selected ones that are there that they recommend for you. Because that just takes too long to do. We'll get everything set up for you, and then we'll keep track of you. We'll bring you in, put you on the wait. Oh, fuck. Come on, man, you got to hit that, dude. Nice save though. He did kick it over, so that'll work. And that way we'll keep track of you we'll shortlist you. When you come in, you want to know how you're doing, we'll go ahead and give you the information. The other way you can get in the game is you can become a player. Now, Sasha is my good friend Lana, who designed my little man, my little dude. Where's he at? Where is he at? She designed my logo, which is that. She earlier this year she bought a player. She bought the 750 bit player. Same as Quacky did, but Quacky's just been with me since May. So basically what you do is for 250 bits, 500 bits, 750, and 1,000 bits. These are bits. That's basically $2.50, $5, $7.50, and $10. That's what it comes down to. Oh man, dude. Tracy. I hate when my goalkeepers come off the freaking line. That was not a good thing. Where the hell was he going? There wasn't. He came up for that because he thought it was coming to him, and then just stayed. Look, he's walking. I know somebody's going to the under 21s. He's done. That was it. He's done. Game over. That's his last game for the starters. It was just pathetic, man. We had to. We'll lose. Come on, fellas. I got faith in you, but you got to do something. You got 10 minutes to score a goal. We scored an 85th last game. We at least need a tie. Oh, I didn't even see him up there. Come on, baby. Let's go, Grant. Kick it in the middle. Kick it in the middle. Kick it in the... Ooh! Did that goalkeeper look like he jumped about like 5 minutes early? He's laying on the ground and the ball still going in the air. That was crazy. For the 250 bits, basically what you get is you get a player on a random team in a random country in a random position. Put your name on them. We'll give you up to 50 points added to your potential. You get 2 points added to every attribute, including the hidden ones. And we'll keep you on the short list. We'll let you see what you're doing whenever you come in. It's not the best player in the world to be, but in small teams like this, they can be pretty good. There you go. Robbie Maggs, my boy Rat Maggs scores another goal. About time, baby. I need you to do that like you did last year. 2-3 a game. Let's go. For 500, it's the same thing. Random player, random team, random nation. We will give you up to 100 points added to your potential. 3 points added to every attribute under, the first one under 10 and the second one's under 10. So attributes are 2 for the first one. Everything under 10 gets 2 points added to it. Everything under 10 on the second one gets 3 points added to it. Now, the last two are the better ones. These two are what, this one is what Quacky and Sasha are. Basically, for 750 bits, you get to choose who you play for, what position you play for. You get to choose everything. We'll give you up to 100, and we'll make your potential up to 149. So basically, you get a random number between 1 and 149 to add to the potential you already have. So if you get, like, your potential is 40, and you get 109 as a roll, you then become 149. The reason you don't go above 150 is because 150 to 200 makes you the next level up. You get 4 points added to every attribute under 15. You get to give me all the information about you, and we'll put you in. You can name your player. You can give me the height, the weight, the hair color, if I can do it. If you want, I can even try to position you on a country. We'll keep track of you. You will become a really good player. We have a 3-game unbeaten streak now at least. Good job, Mr. Maggs, my hero. And for the final one, which is the 1,000 bits, you become what's called a Wonder Kid. Potential between 150 and 200. So basically, we roll it, whatever it comes with it, unless it keeps you under by adding it to yours. Same scenario, if you have a 40 potential and you roll 150, you get 190 potential, which is 190 is a Lamine Yamal, those kind of guys' potential. 5 points added to every attribute under 15. You get to play for whoever you want to play for. You can play, like for me, both Sasha and Quacky wanted to play for my team. So no matter where I'm going, they're going with me. They won't leave. The only caveat to that is occasionally, like if you were here for the Shire, when we were doing Shire when we first started, Quacky came in after about 5 seasons. He became a really good player, and the team sold him for $5 million. I couldn't do nothing about it. But he wanted to come back and play for us for the next year on loan. So, who's not going to take the money? I took the money. Sorry, I took the money, kept him on loan, and then we just kept loaning him. I can go in, like I said, I can go in and change anything. If I want, like with these guys, I can go in and make them play, put them on a contract that nobody's going to touch, and they don't go anywhere. I don't think I've done it yet, but I will once we start getting longer contracts because it can be a pain. But the editor lets me do all that, and that's why I leave the editor on so we can add players. It's kind of cool. I'm going to add a goalkeeper. If we don't get a goalkeeper this year, I'm going to add me as a goalkeeper at the end of the year. I'll go with the one, so not the end of the year, but in March when they come in. So, yeah. So, that's the ways you can get involved in the game. It's a lot of fun. You get to see your player grow. You get to see your player do crazy shit. Matter of fact, I got to go back and find it, but in his first match of his career in the Cheddar thing, Quacky did something that I've never seen done live. I've only seen it done on the Pushka Swords that Zealand does for the best goal of the year, and I'm going to submit this. He had a bicycle kick. If you're not aware what a bicycle kick is, guy comes in, the ball comes in this way, he goes up, kicks his feet over his head, and it looks like he's riding a bicycle, and the ball went in. First time I've ever had it done, and he did it as his second goal, and I was sitting there going, yeah, this is freaking awesome. So, yeah. So that's what's going on. We're having a good time with this. We're having fun today. I turned 58 today. Actually, I turned 58 at like midnight, a little bit after midnight. I think I was born at like 12:20 in the morning. Back in 1968, it was a Sunday. Yeah, so, but yeah, we're, this is, I play this game. I also play ESO, which I haven't done for a while, which I need to. I think, Tuesday or Thursday of this coming week, I think the night market. You know what? I haven't been on it in a couple of days, so I might already have started. It might have started that. I might start it tomorrow. I have to look. The night market's the new edition that they're putting on ESO that is basically in Fargrave. You choose one of the, I think there's 3 factions. You can choose whichever one you want, and you're basically trying to. It's kind of a combination of player versus player. Well, actually, it's battlegrounds. It's kind of a group battleground thing, where it's not just you go in with 4 players that you team up with. This is going to be like the whole faction, however many people there. I hope it works, because occasionally, though, they had problems. I was absent during the time that it happened, but apparently they had problems with the whole thing with the in the yeah in the taking down the wall. There was issues, or something didn't work right, so they did some. They were supposed to do it again, and I never noticed that they did it again. But I don't know. I love the game. I play it all the time. I just haven't played it in a couple days because I just haven't had time. I just been doing so many. I'm trying to get my house in shape. I got to get my house better up. I got the kitchen done, but my kitchen's so small. My kitchen, from it's not even half the size of this living room, length sideways. It's long. It's a decent size. I mean, I can cook in there. I can do what I need to, but it's not where you could have like a bunch of people in and have like a party or cook in there. But I make do, because I make do. I made pepperoni rolls last night. No. You cannot have him. Holy crap. That's a lot of offers. I'm looking at the wrong guy. See, I thought I did all these, but no, I didn't. There's 1. There's 2. You know what? I'm just going to do this for all of them. Reject offers. They're not going to let me do it that way. Most offers I've ever seen for one player is I was playing an offline set. It might have been Cheddar. I was playing offline, and I had 275 offers for a player. I didn't. It was like this. It was a lower level team, and they were all 0 offers. It wasn't like I was getting any money out of it. Yes, he should get praise for that. He did a hell of a job, but kept us alive in that damn game. What are you talking about? But you're gonna make me do it the hard way, ain't you? You sure are. Yeah, he had a good game. He got us the tie that kept us alive. He got the tie that kept us. Well, he can get changed again. We'll see what he puts in there this time, because yeah. And if you've never seen FM, this is basically what you're playing is a spreadsheet game with some fancy stuff around it. There's not a whole lot you have to do each week. Once you've played it enough and you know what you're doing, you can go through these sheets like just keep going, because there's nothing special about them. They sometimes will tell you something you need. They have added new stuff to this. I'm hoping soon. When's the World Cup start? When does 2026 World Cup? 2026 World Cup. When does it start? That's not what I asked. Program schedule. Come on, man. Just tell me when it starts. April 12th. Oh, hey. No. Oh, that's not what I want. What are you doing? Give me the damn. When? Come on, back over to the front. There you go. Come over where I want you. Jesus God Almighty, I hate trying to do this shit. When? Spell when right. When does the 226 World Cup start? Find it on Google. June 11th. So it doesn't start till June 11th. I gotta think before they've got to be putting out. We got 27 FM 27 comes out in November. So we're like next month they're at the 6-month mark, and they've got to have had this all done by then. I'm surprised they haven't put out a new thing lately, because this was supposed to be done as part of the last update, most likely. And they still, I mean, they put it up as 26.3, which is the last update, but it's still 26.2 on the Luke. So if you've heard me talk about it before, this player is a made-up player, but the name is the name of the guy who actually does it's Omega Luke. I thought that was so funny. He actually had him. He was doing one of these, and it wasn't this year. That and the thing is, SI will do that. They'll put their players in there. I don't know if they have them all in there, but they'll put their people who work for the company in the game. I don't know if they put them on like hashtag FM or whatever, but they do put them in the game. I don't know if they put creators in, because I like watching. I haven't watched them in a while because they really haven't been putting out a whole bunch of stuff, and my thing is so screwed up it doesn't really matter. But they do a lot of the stuff like what I'm going to be the top 50 best players in the world. Who's number one? Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Bukayo Saka, Kylian Mbappe, Vinatana. Who the hell is he? Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha, and Kimmich. That's the top 10. Is he even still on here? Jude Bellingham, Isaac Palmer, Rodri, Pedri, Martinez, Salvio, Thurman, Thuram. I said that wrong. Vinicius Jr. and Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal's all the way down there? Wow. That I find so hard to believe. See, I know most of these guys because I watch a lot of those guys do this, and that's how you know these guys. Allison, Virgil van Dijk, Declan Rice, Michael Olise, Lionel Messi is still in here at 39 years old. He's the top 20. He's in the top 25 players in the world. Wow. Bruno Fernandes, Achraf Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Victor Osimhen, Federico Valverde, Florian Wirtz, Foden, Caicedo, Courtois. I have no idea who that is. Dayot, Amanico. I don't know. Never heard of him. Don't know this guy. Don't know this guy. Scott McTominay. Who's the last guy on the list? Jamal Musiala. How the hell is he so low? Wow. Man, this is crazy. That's one of the things I like about this game. These kind of games are, this game is so realistic, honestly. The teams that play in the real world use this to help scout. Just like the baseball game I love so much. They use this to help scout. And so, they have all these players in there. And they will actually, but what they'll do is they'll actually have their real team on here. So, for like example, if Chelsea wants to bring in Musiala, they will put him in that team, on their team, with the setup and everything they have the way they do in real life, and they will play some games with him to see how he fits in. They'll do that with young kids because they do an exceptionally very, very, very good job of fixing these players up and finding the players and putting them in the game. And they have like 4,000 or more scouts. You can sign up to be a scout. Like if I had, like if they were going to put in the USL next year, because next year they're going to have the USL, which is the United States Soccer League. USSL, new USL, something like that. They're going to have promotion and relegation. They've actually adding a new league next year. They're going to have 1 and 2, Premier and First, or whatever they're going to call it. But they're going to have Pro Rel. First time ever in America. I think it's going to destroy. I mean, they have some. People don't think that America has a good soccer fan base, and I call bullshit on that, because if it's like we Americans do their stuff different when it comes to sports teams. For me, I'm a diehard Steelers fan. I don't watch anything but the Steelers. I don't watch any baseball anymore. I don't watch basketball because the league is terrible. I watch the Steelers when I get a chance, and if I don't have cable to watch them, or I don't have the channel to watch them, I listen to them on the radio. I have no problem with that, because the radio is because when you actually listen to the radio, good, he signed his future to me. I knew he wasn't going nowhere. Um, when you watch it and listen to it on the radio, you get to hear the actual team's announcers instead of that crap people that you hear on TV that are like biased all the time. That's like watching Troy Aikman, and then Troy Aikman is the most biased, one of the most biased guys on the thing because he's always for the Cowboys for one, and then he just talks so much smack about other teams, and it's like whatever, dude. We're up to 3-star with Mr. Quack. This is what you look like when you get to upgrade. He's got all these good things are going up. By the time this is all said and done, when he reaches his potential, because he's not even close. La 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 la. Let's see. His potential is going to be 149. He's at 37. He's actually playing 3 points better than what his actual ability, his recommended current ability is. So he's 3 points better than that. The sad part about it is for him, and for my team is we have terrible training facilities. If we had better training facilities, he'd go up. He used to play as many games as possible. He's still young though. He's only 17. Now, right? He's still 17. Oh, he's only 16. So he still gets a lot better from just training than he does from playing, although the playing helps. So, you know, the subtleties that are in this game are amazing. You have players that, you know, if you get Lamine Yamal on your team, he's going to play like Lamine Yamal. He's not going to play around. And they're going to have, you know, everybody's got slumps and stuff. They build that into the game. That's what makes it realistic. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun to play these games. The only one that we don't really have that has this kind of a game to it is American football. You don't have, like, there is an American football game that you can get called Maximum. I have it. I just haven't done anything with it yet because it's going to take a lot of... I've played a couple games with it. It's a lot more fun than Madden for the simple fact is Madden is... Well, I can't say that now. See, I don't like EA Sports. If you've been here to my shows before, you know EA Sports sucks. I hate EA Sports because of Madden. I was a big Madden player until about 2021. When I first started streaming, which was 5 years, it was about 2021, I was playing ESO in the mornings and Madden at night. And what I would do is I took the Madden 19, and that was the first time they allowed you to bring your own draft classes in. And you could create your own draft class. So what I did was, I went through and edited the teams back to the 2002 season when they first expanded to what they have now. And I made the players up, I fixed them so that the teams were like they were supposed to be. And then I was playing the history of redoing everything. I'd make the draft classes up, I did all that, and it was fun. Until it wasn't. Madden is notorious for giving no shits about the people who play it. And I mean no shits. Because they would always put out the same game every year, and they'd always say, we're going to fix it, and they never did. And what pissed me off was, and it's on my YouTube channel, which is linked below. You can go look at my YouTube channel if you want. It's linked below. The last Madden game that I posted on here, we were playing, I didn't play the game, I actually was the manager. I played as coach. I let the game do its own thing, which you could do back then. I haven't figured out how to do it in 25 yet, but 26. I don't know, whichever Madden's out, the latest one, 25. But we had the ball, we were down by 10, or 7. We were down by 7 with like 4 minutes to go in the game. We got the ball at midfield, and we were fourth and 10. Threw a pass, my dude held, an incomplete. Ball turned over on downs, where I was down. Right? Wrong. It gave them the ball, first and goal at my 2-yard line. I was done. That was it. I was done. End of story. Never touched an EA game again. They've got some games I really like. Dragon Age. I like the Dragon Age franchise. I would play it if it wasn't for the fact that it's EA. And I swore, never play it again. Never buy it again. Then my buddy moved in back. Those guys came back, and he, lo and behold, has a PS5. Guess what game he has? Madden. Well, if you're a PlayStation owner and you have PlayStation Plus, EA Madden is available on there. As is, when you know it, FM. You can get the console version of FM on the PlayStation Plus. I have downloaded it. I have only tested it a couple times because the controllers, to be honest with you, the controls are stupid. Instead of doing everything with X, you got all these other things you got to do, and it's just like, what the hell, man? So I can't even get to the place I want to get to. It lets you bring in a certain amount of teams in certain areas. Like, you can't have a team from every area. You got to watch how you set them up, and it won't let. It's really complicated to get into, and I'm not really that worried about it because I really don't want to play it. Oh, he don't work for me. Does he really work? I don't think Jenkins works for me, does he? I thought I loaned him in. No. Wait a minute. I don't understand. Tracy's staying in there. Where the hell is Jenkins? I need my boy back, but he ain't never coming back. He's out for 2 to 4 more months. Last year he had 38 goals, something like that, and Mags had, no, he's not even close. He had 35. They were the double 30 guys. This year we ain't getting nothing. There he is. I could have swore I didn't buy him. I bought him. Okay. Not looking bad. In lessons 101, if you play this game, you've been here and you never played this game. I'm on the thing, so when I come back from it, ain't there yet, is it? Nope, ain't started yet. Don't ever go basically off of these only, because they do not work the way you want them to. When you got a player, he's a 1-star player, according to that. That's based off my team. You look at this stuff right here. You look at this stuff to help you determine that. He might be a 1-star player. His potential is a 4.5, a 4 with a silver star. He could get to 5. Will he? Don't know. His biggest problem is his physicals. Not his physicals. His technicals. He's got pretty decent numbers here. Really good numbers here. He could be faster. That's the biggest problem with him here, is he's not fast enough. 9 and 8 is not good enough. It ranges from 1 to 20, so we got to figure out what's going on. Hopefully he'll get better. The best way to get better once you hit 18 is to play games. The more games you play, the better chance you have of increasing. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I have way too many people saying hello. Birthday wishes on Facebook. I think the most I ever got was 93. I'm not going to make it that far this year because that was my old. I had my account stolen, I don't even know, 4 years ago. I was helping a friend who I knew. Hers had gotten stolen. It was something, and somehow, I don't know what happened. All I know is 1 minute my account was mine, and the next minute was gone. And I contacted Facebook, and they weren't going to do anything about it. So I ended up using there's an account that looks just like my account I have now. That is not me. Never was me. But, I mean, it was me way back in the day. Ooh, got our asses handed to us in that one. That's not me. That's the under 18s. Under 21s. Oh, my goodness, we're back. Uh-oh. See what I said? What did I tell you? I told you. I said if we get to a win, we'll start to do better. We already got back to winning. So we're at 14 now, which is an average of about 7. Actually, 1530. So we're at 765. Very good. We're getting there. Highest we've had with this team is an 8. They used to do this for you. Now you got to learn how to do a little bit of math. If you do math and you're good, you'll know how to do averages. Take the best and the worst and add them together and divide by 2, and that'll give you your average rating. I once had a guy one time argue with me about that. And he tried to tell me that if you had to go and add all the numbers up for the whole team. There's 30-some players. There's 20, 25 players on here. I'm not going through and counting these four, add them all together, and then divided by that number, you'll come out with the same fucking number. You will. But, he wanted to argue with me, and I was like, okay, whatever. These kids today just don't know. I mean, they teach them all this newfangled math in low grades. I remember we didn't start doing hard math till I was like in 4th or 5th grade. These kids are doing pre-algebra bullshit in the kindergarten sometimes. I'm sitting there going, what? Okay, I have no idea. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun arguing with that dude. I'm like, come on, dude, this is not hard to figure out. You did all that numbers and took you 20 minutes, and I did it in 5 seconds. I did it, let's say, 880 and 630. If 650 is 1430 divided by half is No, 1530. Sorry, 1530, which is 660, which is 6.65 average. Add them all up, they're gonna come out to the same. We're on November 12th. We're about a month away from finding out how bad our youth intake is going to be. And we didn't have a bad youth intake last year. It said it was going to be horrible, and we got like 3 or 4 players. We actually got a goalkeeper that could be good if I can get him the time. And he was the man that actually took us through the last 5 games. So disappointing last year. I thought I got him back. Oh, y'all missed that. Was fun. So we had a guy named Danny Jackson was our starting goalkeeper in the first season. This is the second season. First season we had Danny Jackson. He had 16 shutouts in 20 games, 24 games. Cruising. We clinched the league. The day we clinched the league in March, he signed with another team because at the beginning, for whatever reason, I still ain't figured this out. Now see, I can tell you this doesn't work at every one of them because, well, they've been there for a while. The difference was wherever they moved, I don't remember who it was now. Oh, it's Cheddar. Okay. Wherever they moved Cheddar came from, Cheddar's first year as a semi-professional team was the first season you have them. For whatever reason, when you have a team that is a first-year preseason or semi-professional team, they do not get real contracts. You have to do these incentive contracts where it's basically you give them, let's say they want $1,500 a year and you play 20 matches, you're going to give them you're going to give them 200 divided by, or 7, you give them like 70, 20 matches, 1,500 is going to be 750. So you're going to give them like $75 a match as a payout bonus. And then the other bonuses are like the goals and that kind of shit. And it sucks because when you do that, they are on your team. They don't have a contract. They have a incentive that if somebody wants to sign them, they can sign them, and there's not a thing you can do about it, and you can't fight it because you have no way to give them the contracts. Well, I found out the next week I could give contracts out, so I missed him by that much, and I was so mad. So beginning of this year, I'm looking for goalkeepers to loan in, and I see Danny Jackson. I'm like, yes, he's coming back, and they accepted it, and it wasn't the same guy. So he went home. He went back. I got rid of him early. Normally when you do a low level game like this one, the problem is, in the second season you can have trouble finding certain players, defensive left backs, and goalkeepers. Somehow I had 5 goalkeepers coming into the first season, and now I've got like 9 goalkeepers. 4 of them are out on loan. Then I've got like 3, 2, 2, or 3. I got like 10 goalkeepers, which is amazing. They're not great, they're not bad, they're not great. So we're struggling to get a goalkeeper, and I need a legit good goalkeeper, and this team will be improved because I don't have anybody. But my guy who came in as a rookie last year, on the youth intake, actually isn't bad, and he's only 16, so I don't have to rush him. If I get him in, we're playing at home, cool. That's my boys and girls. Let's go, boys. Played in Cleveland town. We need a win here, guys. Where are we at? We are in 13th again. I don't know if we're on. I didn't get a chance to see it fast enough. We need to get in the top 5 or 6 to make the playoffs. I want to be at the top spot, but it ain't gonna happen. I don't think. We have to have a merit. We're in a 3-game unbeaten streak. Longest unbeaten streak I've had in any game was 44, and that was the Shire when we first started playing this. We had a 44 unbeaten games, which is crazy. You know how hard that is to do. And, like I said, everybody's like, "Oh, you'll play this game. It's too easy." No, this game is not. It is easy, but it's not because you don't control anything other than the players and where they play. You don't control the players. You just put them where they're supposed to play, and you set up your thing and hope they play the way they're supposed to. And if I don't keep changing, if I don't get this change back from balancing, now see right there, that pisses me off. This dude right here, this dude right there, I don't know who that was. It was probably either Jenkins or Griffith. Just stayed in the middle instead of tracking him down. Luckily, he missed the shot. They should have not chased. They should have chased him down the other way and cut him off, but they didn't do it for whatever reason. How many people were here? 102. Yeah, boy, we up in the hundreds again. We're selling more tickets. The sad part is we're not winning. At one point in time, we were 2-1 and 4, 2-2 and 4, something like that. We got to turn this around. We got to turn this around. We must turn this around. Go, baby, go. Let's come on, guys. Need a win. Let's go. Come on. No. Oh. I don't understand why we're not getting more people up front. I've got 4 guys that should be in the front, and they're not getting there. I'm not waiting any more time. I'm going to move that up too. Every time I turn around. Christian Johnson, what a shot. That sucks. And that's something else they did when they changed 24. 24 was a good game. Don't get me wrong. 26 started out rough. I'm not going to lie. I personally think 26 is at the same level as 24 was at the end of the rounds. And they still have one more thing to do. If they don't come up with the international play before June 11th, I don't know if this game's going to do anything next year, because they promised this, they promised that. They didn't always come out with it with a horrible start. I get it. I used to be a programmer. That's what I went to college for, was programming back in the day. I know what it takes to do what they're trying to do, and I know what it takes to do what they did. They went from one graphics program to Unity, and in doing so, they went from one C program to another C program, and it doesn't just interchange. You have to change everything. So they pretty much had to rewrite the entire damn game. Not hard to do if you know them, but there's so many different versions of those things, and they're pretty much the same, but they all do things differently. Functions are different. The way they the way they do things is different. So it could have been. It was one of those things where they ran into a lot of problems. It took them 2 years to get it done, and when it came out, no, it wasn't perfect. Playable, close. I bought it. I didn't. I mean, there's still things I complain about now. Although, if you've noticed, if you've been to my shows before and you've noticed, the offsides thing is kind of pretty much fixed itself. That was a bad play. What are you doing, Booth? Now listen, dude. Me and you gonna have to have a talk after this. I might have to curtail your playing time. You keep doing that shit, man. You got another yellow card sit out. The offside still has issues, but the issues for offsides now is where you used to have 5 or 6 offside issues a game. I've only complained about it a couple times so far, and we're all the way through middle of October or November. Yes, there are still problems, but again, in real life, I mean, you're going to have problems where the goalkeeper, where the guys are going to have problems with the offsides. It's natural. When I was complaining about it when it was so bad before, everybody, oh no, it's just the way the game. No, that's not true. When you got a guy running down the middle, where the guy he is right here, and you have guys coming in the middle like that, and they call offsides when he's standing in the middle of a bunch of people, that's bullshit. It's not offsides. The only way you call offsides on that is if you impede the goalkeeper. There's that rule that if you impede the goalkeeper, you could be called for offsides. Wasn't offsides. They used to call it all the time. The only person that's been getting goals taken away on our team for offsides is Mags. He's got 12 so far this season. He's probably about 15 goals. Should be at 15. He's had at least 3 goals taken away that I remember, because they called him offsides. And 2 of them, I'm pretty damn sure he was onside so far that you could have perked him. You could have ran a semi between him and the other guy. And at one point in time in 24, when the problem was there, God damn it, keep the ball, man. You would have them where they would look like that, and he would have been called offsides because he. What the hell? Oh my God! Here we go. Well, so much for the win, the winning streak, fellas. Clifton Town is beating my ass. That's a hell of a shot. He popped that in there perfect, though. I mean, that's exactly what you want to do. See what happens when you act. Dude didn't even move. Nobody. Nobody on my team moved. Mm-mm. Alright, let's go. Come on, Quack. I need the Quack from the old team back. Y'all saw me. If you were here yesterday, y'all saw me. Do not take long shots. And they're doing it still anyway. That's probably the biggest problem I have with this game right now. Is when I tell a team, for example, you do the instructions. It sets up for the first third, the middle, the second third, the third third, and the fourth third. When I tell the team not to take long shots, unless they are desperate, they should never take a long shot. No, I don't care how good you are. If I'm telling you not to take long shots, you don't take long shots. If it was real and I'm telling these dudes to do that and they're taking long shots, guess where they're sitting for the rest of the time? Until I get over them being stupid. I'm having them sit on the bench for a while. I don't care how good they are. Because you're not doing what I tell you to do. And this game is bad at that. Because I tell you, you should not take more. I can give you one or two maybe. You might have a guy that's got a 15 in long shots. Who takes the long shot because he's confident enough and he's good enough to do that. I ain't got nobody with a 15 long shot. I'm pretty damn sure. Oh, now you're going to tell him to mark him. Nice. The biggest complaint I had early on in the game was the overpowered goalkeepers, and they freaking were overpowered. Now, that was a good save. That wasn't being overpowered. But you'd have goalkeepers that with a guy standing right in front of them that would just bomb. Just go straight down and grab a ball that even somebody, that's the old guys that were the best goalkeepers in the world, BIIRTHDAY and those guys, couldn't have did it. And they were doing it. But they kind of curtailed that too. And other than that, like I said, they had some issues. They had where they were running. Oh, come on, baby, get that. There you go. Quacky gets a goal. My boy gets a goal. Way to go, Quack. That was my boy. Nice goal. That was perfectly played. Oh, I thought they blew the whistle and was calling it offsides. I was going to be so pissed off. Who'd he get it from? Cramp. No, up. Come on, leg. Oh shit. Hang on. Cramp in the cat in the hamstring. Oh, that's not cool. Woo. Thank God that didn't go full blown. I moved my foot the wrong way. Oh, shit. That could have been bad. Real bad. Alright, here comes the goal number. You know what? I don't know, man. They get this team playing. We might be okay. That's the other reason why. Oh! Damn! Nice try, baby. Now, that wasn't a bad long shot. Okay, that kind of long shot like that I'm not going to complain about because it's a rebound shot. It's a shot where everybody could be out of position. When you come down and the very first shot you take is from outside the 18-yard box, there's a problem. Sorry, there's a problem. That should not happen. That one, he had a good shot. He took a good shot, and it was almost a goal. So, silly. I love that. Come on, baby. Now, see right there. Now, who hit that? I don't know who that was. It didn't look like it went in. I'm one of them fans going, go! No. Alright, boys. Who we gonna... I gotta fix this. I keep fucking around with that. Mags has not done anything today. We're gonna put in Morley for him. Rose coming out for Felham. Grant's coming out for Samuels. And Curtis is coming in there. That's my 4 changes. I gotta remember to do that. I keep forgetting to do stuff. Brain dead. Shoot myself because I'm brain dead. I swear. And it asked somebody one time. I was doing a podcast on Tuesday nights called AEW Dynamite. I haven't done it for a while because I was so my arm, and then I was in so much pain. They were actually like, "Dude, we can hear the pain in your voice." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." So I stopped doing it. Then my phone broke, and I had to switch over. And I didn't bring the software over yet from that phone. So I haven't been able to do it. And then with the eye issues I was having up till about I just couldn't really do anything. But we were sitting there, and I have this like if you're not familiar with what congestive heart failure is, basically my heart looks like a Viking drinking horn. It's not a normal ball like this. The bottom is elongated, and when they measure it, they don't measure your entire output of your heart. When you get your numbers, it's the output is what they measure. My heart doesn't put out as much blood as it's supposed to. It's supposed to be 50%. Mine's at 0.49. Mine's at 49% right now, only because I have the defibrillator pacemaker. If I didn't have that, I'd only be about 25 or less. I don't even know what it would be now. But without this thing in my chest, the problems I have now that I'm having now would be quadruple. So when they put that in, the part of the problem is, like, if my brain doesn't always get as much blood as it's supposed to. It's like I can't heal like I used to. When I was a kid, I could get hurt, and 5 minutes later I'm outside doing whatever. And when I was in the mid, I'd get hurt. Like the one time I was playing in a basketball league, and I stepped on the back of a dude's foot going up for a rebound. And when I landed, I pretty much almost broke my ankle, and it was so big and so bruised that when I went to the doctor to have X-rays done, they couldn't see what was wrong, so they put me in a cast. Well, we had 2 weeks. We had 2 weeks after that game off. We had like a Christmas break, and then we come back and we played the schedule reverse. So we had to play the same team, and I was not happy. And I'm like in a cast, and I wasn't supposed to get it off for like 6 weeks. And my buddy, my best friend at the time, was our team. Basically, he was the team captain. He's like, dude, I was the tallest one on the team, and we're playing this group that had guys that were there, like 4 or 5 guys that were my size. We had my buddy Mikey, who was 5'9", 5'10", if he had on stilts, 5'10", but he was one of the best players I ever seen in my life. And he come talk to me. He's like, dude, we need you back. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That was 3-1. Woo, good job, fellas. Way to defend. So I'm in the bathtub like 5 days after they put it in the cast. I'm in the bathtub taking the cast off, soaking it, cutting it, trying to get the bitch off. So I got it off about 5 days after it was on. I was supposed to have it on for 6 weeks. And then I just taped it up and started running around, walking on it, and eventually I got to play in the next game. We had this kid who was really good. He was about 5'7", but he's a hell of a guard. He could jump through the roof. And we're standing there for an out-of-bounds play, and they're all lined up in behind him. And he's standing between me, and I'm 6'4", so I'm a good 7 inches taller than him. And the guy standing in front of him was 6'3", and I just kind of smacked him in the back of the head. And he turned around, he wheeled like this on my dude, and he went above his head, and I pushed him aside, and I said, motherfucker, we gonna play that way. Y'all don't want to come back in my middle. And he's like, oh, man, I didn't mean to try to hit him. Yes, you did. So I used to play, we used to play basketball all the time, back when actual people went outside and actually did things. We don't do that shit no more. I can't do it now. I just don't. Last time I shot a basketball, we had a nice whipping, boys. Last time I shot a basketball was 4 years ago. I was at my cousin, who we all thought would never get married. Love her to death. She's as nuts as I am. And she's like a few months older than me. And she got married. She met this guy. He's awesome. He owns a couple restaurants. He's a cool dude. I should tell him about that. Maybe he want to buy that. Let me run it. But we were at the party, and I was walking in. My youngest cousin for there. There's like a ton of them, but my youngest second cousin. He was shooting hoops, and the ball came to me, and I'm just a little bit above where the foul line would have been. Took my left-handed shot and missed by 3 feet. I said, that's it for me, never touching the ball again. And we used to play, like when I graduated high school, we played ball, and at home, we got a nice park. We got a nice park that used to have an older park that had one basketball court in it, and you would have guys, you'd have 40 guys there a day. Now, this weather, we'd be out the park non-stop running. You started at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you left when it got too dark to see. Now you'd be lucky if you see kids out there playing at all. And they, it's what it is. So that was not a good game. That was not a good thing for us to do. Not good at all. Nope. Yeah, you better think I was pissed. That, like I said, that's Peter Griffith's brother. He's an English cousin. English cousin. I did sign him. I do have him somewhere. I got one dude that's got this weirdest name in the world. Weirdest name I've ever seen on this was Lulla Bad Boy. That was the one that I've never had that dude, but he was on an FM24 save that Zealand was doing. It was hilarious. Lulla Bad Boy. Lulla Mella Bad Boy. I've seen Shaquille Dash O'Neal something. They got I don't know where they come up with these names at, but they have some of the weirdest freaking names in here. And occasionally, like, okay, so all those guys we were talking about earlier on the 50 list. Lionel Messi is considered the greatest footballer of all time. Well, I actually got to see who I consider to be the greatest footballer of all time play. And Pele. Pele was a beast. If you don't know who Pele was, look him up. P-E-L-E. Pele played back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Some in the 70s when he was older. But he was a beast. That boy could do some amazing things. And I've seen, and we were talking about this, who was I talking about this to? Oh, he was upstairs, we were talking about football one day. And I said, like I said, I'm 58 today. I was born in 1968. I started being a Steeler fan in 70 because the only TV channels back then we had three TV channels. We had 7, 9, and 11. And 11 happened to be from Pittsburgh. And on Sundays, it wasn't like it is now. You would get your local team. If you got a team, it was a local team, and it was always on. So I get to watch the Steelers. So I started watching the Steelers back in the 70s. And I've been a Steelers fan ever since. I don't care how bad they do. I don't care how good they do. I'm always going to be a Steelers fan. I bleed black and gold. Never going to change. Just like in college, I only watch one college team, and that's Ohio State. When I watch it, I'm from Ohio, and I like Ohio State. Now there are other teams I like. I like Pitt. I like West Virginia. I like Ohio. I like Kent State. A lot of the smaller schools around here I will like because it's a little different with that. Now, when it comes to football, this kind of football, soccer, I like the Pittsburgh Riverhounds because they're 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away. I can go watch them play. If I wanted to, I could go watch them play. I like the Columbus, the Crew, because they're the MLS version of the closest I have for MLS, which is Columbus. But there are other teams all over the place. Not like in England. It seems like every town in England has a team. From like this team, Cheddar, all the way up to the big teams like Chelsea and Manchester United and them. But there's so many games. I would love, that was the one thing I always wanted to do. And I tell them, one of my friends from England that I know, I always told them, I said, I'm coming over and I'm bringing a backpack and a tent and I'm camping out in your yard and I'm just going to go. I'd be on, if I was on the same thing now as I am then, if I'm on disability, I'm spending all day somewhere in a town that's got soccer or football. And yes, you can call it soccer because soccer did originate, the term soccer originated in a long, long time ago in England. So people say, well, it's not soccer, it's football. It's soccer, it's both. You can call it either one. And actually, the game calls it either one. So, if you want to argue about it, fine, argue. You're going to lose because I'll call it both and I don't really care. Whoa. I thought that was something else. I'm sitting there going, why am I getting that now? Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was about to lose my mind. It's a little early for that. Oh, it's the 17th of November. It's rolling right along, man. This season's going pretty quick, but we are not in good shape. We are not in a good spot. Well, we're up to 12th. -2. That is not good. Last year we had like a 58 goal difference. We're 10 points out of first. And this is what's becoming a problem. We're only 5 points out of making the playoffs. You have to make the top 4, the 2 through 5 to make the playoffs. Where is Street? Street is 2 points ahead of us, and they were predicted to win. We were predicted to finish 5th. Got a long way to go. We are 3 games from being halfway points. There's 38 games, so we are three games away from halfway point. We have to start playing better. Have to start playing better. All right, let me make this change while I'm thinking about it. Well, he'll give me the team, then I gotta fix it after that. But Mr. Tracy is done. He may not get to play again. There's the boy. Now this guy came up last year. He actually had a shutout last year. He had a shutout this year. Might have had 2. Did he have 2 shutouts this year so far? I mean, his handling is not good. It's only a 5, but he can play. I mean, he shouldn't be playing, but he can play. Where's it at? Shutouts. That's not what I want. He conceded none in the FA base because he didn't play. He played 2. He gave 2 clean sheets. He has 2 clean sheets. Both of them were in the FA base this year. So he's already got 2 clean sheets. He's got the most clean sheets in the thing on the team. And his shit's not that great, but he can get better. His potential. What is his potential anyway? I'm not even sure. I really don't pay, because when you first get him, you don't really pay attention to it. Yeah, see, he's got a chance to be a 3.5 to a 3 to a 3.5 star player. Will he achieve that? Most likely not, but he is only 16 years old. And for a 16-year-old to have 2 clean sheets in an FA base tournament, which is one of the, in what we're in, it's the second best. We're out of all of them, except for we're out of all of them. We don't have any more tournaments left. So the nice thing is we don't have to worry about the rest of the season. We just have one thing to worry about, and that's the league. So we can turn this around. I might have to change the tactic again. I really don't want to, but I might go back to the original tactics since they're not, I don't know. I haven't found their sweet spot yet. Once I do, well, that's like with, when we were doing Shire, which was in 24, and before we switched over, we couldn't bring it over. They're not in here yet. If they would have been in here now, I'd have been playing the Shire again, because I love that team. Shire Academics playing in the, what was the name of it? What was the forest? The stadium was called something that fit perfect. And there are a bunch, you can go in, a lot of times I'll pick a Sutton team when I'm playing offline, because my birth name is Sutton. I was born Eric Lee Sutton. And my mom and dad got divorced when I was 4, and my mom and stepdad got married when I was in 1st grade. So he adopted us. It was part of that kind of pissed me off, but they had a agreement with him to give up $36,000 in child support so that my stepdad could adopt us, which is fine, but not really, because I could have used that money. But that was a long time ago, and I've met my birth father. He's one of a kind, boy. I'm gonna tell you. I haven't talked to him. Let's see. My daughter graduated in 2008. Born in 2006. She was born in 88. Born in 88, and she graduated in 2006. I haven't talked to him since 2006 because when my daughter was in high school, she was one of the best volleyball players in the entire valley. Her senior year, right before the day of the first game, she had a cut about like that, the same depth as it was wide. She was staying at my parents' house because I lived in a little town, not far from here, but too far for. They wasn't in the school district, but they still were allowed to go here. And they would stay at my mom's during the week to get back. If I was working, or if my ex-wife at the time, we were still living together, but she was my ex then. If she was working, I was working, we let them stay at my parents' house. And when my daughter had volleyball, instead of coming all the way home, because I'd have to come get them, we just let her go to my mom's house. But my mother, who still struggled back then, she had multiple sclerosis, and she put a broken piece of glass in a trash bag, point down. My daughter went to walk past it and hit it, and it cut her foot. I was the first day I almost committed murder. I go to the emergency room. I come up from Medina. I go to the emergency room. I walk in, and there's this doctor there. And my daughter hates needles. She's like me. She hates needles. And she's like going nuts, grabbing my hand, and she's like, "Dad, you got to stay with me. I can't do this. I can't." And he puts needles in it. And he tried to tell me I had to leave. And I looked at him, and I said, "I'm going to tell you right now, motherfucker. My daughter's underage. She wants me in the room. you close that needle, or I'm gonna make this the worst experience you ever had, because I will have this hospital will regret this shit. And he kept arguing, and I said, get him out of here. And the head nurse came in. She's like, what's going on? I said, my daughter's 17. He's asking me to leave because he wants to do this and he don't want me here. And I said, not gonna happen. I said, you get a doctor in here that can do this and not be a douchebag. Get him out of here. And he left. And the other doctor come in, he's, what's all this hustle? And this is the doctor I'd had from like I was a kid. And I said, he was just being an ass. And he says, well, the doctor has right. I said, no, my daughter's 17. She's underage. She has a right to have her parent with her, period. I said, don't start this shit with me. I don't play when it comes to my family. My family, you want to fuck with me, that's fine. Fuck with me. I don't have a problem with that. You want to do something to me, you want to act like a badass to me, then do it. Worst thing you're going to do is beat my ass. But you do not do anything to my children, my wife, my girlfriend, whoever it is. If you mess with them, it's not going to be pretty. Because I am not the kind of person that's going to take that shit. But we went to the game that night, and she's walking on, and she couldn't play, so she's dressed, but she had like sweatpants on the whole time. And their coach came out. The first game was against a player who was probably her biggest rival for the best player in the Valley. And their coach came out, and she shook all the girls' hands, and my daughter was the last one on the end, and she leaned in and said something to her. After the match, I said, what'd she tell you? She says, Dad, she came up to me, she said, I'm so glad you're not playing today. I was cracking up. I was like, my daughter, she still has, as far as I know, she still has 2 state records in her final match as a senior in a tournament match, first round tournament match that they got beat in. She had 21 kills and 21 blocks in the same set twice. You scored 25 points. She had 21 blocks. She had 21 kills. Out of 25 points, she had almost a fourth of them. She was a beast, and she wanted to go to college for it. And I took her to a little college called Ashland. It's a little north of here, almost where where I lived where she lives now in Mansfield. And it was an invitation. I got her. We got to go, and we were there. And it basically wasn't really a tryout. It was basically to let the coach see these 3 girls that were being recruited by them. And my daughter was better than those 3 girls in almost everything. And when the stuff was over, my daughter's getting done, shakes coach's hand. Everybody's over there. The girls are over there talking. I'm sitting there with my girlfriend at the time. And the coach comes over and she says, I got to apologize. I said, why? She said, your daughter is amazing. She said, where did she go to high school at? I said, Caddis or Harrison Central. Never heard of it because it's a small town. The coach was not a great coach because she had another girl on the team, senior with my daughter, who was a good player. Not the same caliber as my daughter. Not even close to being the same caliber as my daughter. And I know it sounds like I'm bragging on it, but it's the truth. You can ask anybody. Anybody that saw my daughter play will tell you the same thing I'm telling you. So she kind of like played that girl more than she played my daughter, which sucked because my daughter was the best one they had on the team. And she said, I have never heard of her. She said, and it's probably a small high school down south, right? And I said, yep. She said, I'm going to be honest with you. She said, I wish to God that I would have had an open spot on this team for your daughter because I would have recruited her in a heartbeat. She even sent me this in a letter. She sent me a letter like 2 weeks later when she was doing the things. None of the 3 girls that were there got put in. And then my daughter played what's called junior Olympic volleyball. And basically, it's kind of like with baseball, you have, I don't even think what it's called now, but they have like teams that play in organized tournaments. They go and they put teams together and they've got rules. Hers was junior Olympic. This was not the same kind. It was junior Olympic ball. And she played for a team out of St. Clairsville, which is half an hour away. And she, again, was the best player on the team. But their coaches, again, it was bad because the coach's daughters played on the team, which was against the rules, and they weren't supposed to. But the coach's daughters got all the, you know how that works. And until her 16, 17 season, she played for, there's a college that's not far from here called Muskingum. the coach at Muskingum has won 4 national NAIA national. It's like the level, like you have NCAA, then you have the ones under that, and then the NAIA is below that. It's an organization that's all over the country, but it's small schools. She had like 4 national championships. The woman is a hell of a coach, and she got to play for her one year, and she just dominated because the woman knew how to coach. She knew what she was doing, and she put her in, and she would let her do things, and that was the coach that they had this team out of Pittsburgh we could never beat. We played them in almost every tournament, and we just could not beat them. They were really that good. Until we actually got to go to Penn State University for the East Coast Championships as a team. We went over there. We stayed there for a whole weekend. It started on Friday, went all the way through Sunday. They actually beat Pittsburgh Elite in the very first match they played in their tournament. They beat that team in 3 sets, and they were like going crazy. And then they got beat the next day by this team from Japan. There was not a girl on the team taller than 5'2". You see, my daughter was 6 foot. She's 6'1", just about. And back then she was right about that height. And they had girls that ranged anywhere from 5'7" to 6 foot. And these girls were 5'2", 5'3" at the best. The ball never hit the ground. Ball served, up in the air. Ball served, up in the air. Ball hit back over, spiked. It was always in the air, and they just never made a mistake. They come in, they had their masks on. They were supposed to be there at a different tournament, but they ended up at that one because back then there was the SARS issue. 2004 and 5. That's when this was happening. And it was a blast. We got to see some amazing volleyball. I liked volleyball. It was great. My daughter could have played anywhere. And a few years ago, before she ended up not going to college. She got pregnant, had my grandson, got married, became a rock star at Olive Garden, and then she left Olive Garden to become a LuLaRoe salesperson. Did great at that. Now she's a intake specialist at an obstetrician, and she's done everything she's ever wanted to do. And she's a baker. She's one of the best bakers I've ever had. She can cook anything. Can't make gravy though. I make the gravy in the house. I used to get on her because we had one. I would always like when my mom couldn't do it anymore. We either go to my daughter's in Mansfield or they'd come here. But when they'd come here, I'd do the cooking. I'd do the turkey. I'd do everything. And I was trying to get everything done one day, and I told her, I said, make me some gravy out of that. She went to do it. She couldn't. She couldn't get it to work. I don't know why. She couldn't get it to work. So I was like, I don't know what you're doing, but let me have this. I got it, and I made it perfect. She's like, how did you do that? I said, you didn't put enough stuff in it. You were putting it in too slow, and you were letting it get too warm. I said, it just happened. I make pretty good gravy. I love to cook. I'm a great cook, and I have no problem with experimenting with shit. My favorite thing to make is pizza because I'm good at it. I make very good pizza. I made pizza rolls and a pizza the other day out of the, we went to Sam's Club around the 12th. And I haven't been to Sam's Club in like 20 years. And dude's upstairs, the guy that's upstairs, he has a Sam's Club membership. So me and him went shopping at Sam's Club, and I bought a 25-pound bag of whole wheat flour. $8. $8. The stuff I buy is $6, but it's the good stuff. It's the 00 flour, which makes the best pizza dough you could ever make. But I decided I'd get this because I wanted to start doing some other things too. And I got it. It made pretty good. I made pizza rolls, which I'm perfecting. I have to perfect according to my son. They didn't come out the way I wanted them to. I didn't make enough dough, and it wasn't spun. It was okay. I mean, they were good. Don't get me wrong, they were good, but I just didn't get them big enough to make what I wanted. So, he's on. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't think he was playing for us. So yeah, I love to cook burritos. We had tacos the other day. The first time I made tacos in forever. I love me some food, man. I could eat, eat. And I love to cook lasagna, enchiladas, pizza. I call it Johnny Marzetti. It's called goulash, whatever you want to call it. It's basically elbows, meat sauce, cream pepper if you got it. I cook almost anything. Chili, I'm really good at making chili. I love chili. Make lasagna out of the. I'm not the best at baking. I don't do seafood very well. Every time I try to do fried fish, it never works the way I want it to. It never batters. It batters, but then by the time it's done frying, it's not battered anymore. But I love me some seafood. Shrimp. Haven't made scallops in a long time either. Love me some scallops. You take me to a Chinese, like there was a place up in Mansfield, where I live. It was called Ocean Buffet, and it basically was that. They had a kimchi place up front with a little grill, and if you went in at night, you could get steaks, as many as you wanted. They were about this big, and about that thick, and you would cook them to perfection on the little hibachi grill. And you could get your kimchi or any of your noodles like that done there, and they had all kind of seafood. Best seafood I ever had in a restaurant like that, though, was at can't think of the name of the place now. They had salt and vinegar fish. Basically, they put the salt and vinegar taste in the mix when they battered it up, and oh my God, it was so good. That was some of the best fish I ever had. We got fish the other day. There's a restaurant that's known for its fried fish down in this little tiny town that's about 2 miles away, and I wouldn't even call it a town. It's more of a hovel. There's like 12 houses there. It's not very big, and it's not very good. There's a bar there, and we used to go there and play pool when I was a kid. But they have fish on Friday, and that fish was good. It was a little expensive. You get like a big white cellophane or styrofoam container that you would get at like a restaurant if you were going in and getting a take-out bucket or take-home thing. And big ones like that, just filled with pieces of fish nuggets. Oh my God, it was so good. Golden Corral, that's where the fish was at. Golden Corral, one of my favorite places to eat. One of my favorite places to eat. Oh my goodness, our first job interview. And where's it at? Ipswich. Where's Ipswich? In the Eastern County Leagues. They're like a league ahead of us, or two. How's Ipswich all the way down there? That's kind of strange. Huh. 234th in Europe. Oh, that's the competition. Eastern County League's Premier Division. Let's see who else is in here. Nobody that I know. Yep. Nah, I think I'll turn it down. I don't want to move. Now, if I was in trouble, which I'm not, I could do the interview, but I'm not doing the interview because that's not where I want to go. Man, I gotta get this thing fixed. It's killing me here. It doesn't blow the way it's supposed to. I gotta blow it out again. I haven't done it in a time. What? Come here, you. What's up, Miss Fluffies?
Hi, Flufferdoodle. This is Fluffy. She's so fluffy. She's such a fluffy baby. I'm Miss Fluffer.
Yeah, you know you're on TV. That's why you're moving, because you hate to be on TV. You don't like the camera. You're such a camera-shy person. Let's see. Nathan Jenkins. Training report. How's Nathan doing? You need to move that tail. Got a tail out of my face. What is this? You crazy? He's got that 16 in bravery, man. I like that. He, again, is too slow. He needs to get that. He did come up in pace, which he needs to come up in a lot more. Not great numbers, but again, hey, now damn it. All right, you're number 3. Leave the flowers alone. Can't do that, baby. You're not gonna knock my flowers over. I gotta figure out a better place to put them because I don't really have a lot of room. But I'll keep them safe. He's all right. He's not great. He's all right. He's, like I said, we will get better players as we go. We're playing Ivy Bridge Town. It should be like we should have like one more. And Jonjo. And Jonjo's training report. Henry and Jonjo. Oh, not good. He's better than everybody else I've looked at, except he plays midfield, which is okay. But again, no pace. It's 10 is even, the further up you go, the better. And they got a lot of work to do. But he's got 4.5 star potential, so he's 23. Now the thing about that is midfielders usually come into their prime at around the 25, 26, maybe 27 to about 31, 32. So he's a long way from that. So, you know, tis what it is. We'll get there. We'll get there. I need to get some creamer. That's definitely better than the other stuff. I got like 3 kinds of coffee out there. Well, 2 now. I have to respond to this one. And you have to say, that last one says, I'm not interested in their job because I'm very happy where I'm at. And if you do that, and there's any doubt, it will help increase. It'll help your standing with your club. I don't have any money in the team. The team's got like 88,000 in the thing, but that's not enough to do what I need to do. I need to improve my training facilities, and I need to improve my youth facilities, and I can't do that with that kind of money. It needs to be more like 8,800 or 880,000. Then we could probably do it, but I got as close to looking like me as I could. But you don't get a lot. That's not too bad though. That's what I used to look like when I was younger and had my hair grown out, because this is it. My hair's not going anywhere. It's not going to go back much further than this. I still say I have the biggest forehead in the FM community. Zealand, you ain't got it, dude. I took the position, baby. I'm telling you now, you don't want that battle, because that's my forehead. My forehead is like 2-3 inches long, wide. I used to have hair that was all over the place. I used to have hair that was a ponytail like this, but it took 14 ponytail holders together. It was the middle of my back. I was in my cowboy days when I was like 25, 20, yeah, my youngest was born, so he was in 2004. Oh, no. Yeah. No. 94. So I would have been just under 30, so I was 26, and I had the hair. My hair used to always, every time I go to get my hair cut, they're like, "You got such great hair." I'm like, thank you, I know. But it would. You get old. That's what happens when you get old. Things start to change that you don't want to change. Tracy, you're out. Where's he at? There he is. Come on, Welshie, babe. And then Bailey, you're out. Where's my? I need another midfielder. Alright. Lawrence is going to get a chance. Now I can put in 5 subs. Look at that. Woohoo! I got it right this time. Holy crap. I know one other thing I got to do. Let me change it now before I get there. Alright, so we want to do attacking. I like to attack. I'm an attacking person in this game. And then instructions. We want the passing to be... Where is... Oh, no. Counterattack. Want freedom? Freedom! Freedom! Discouraged. Where the fudge is it? I'm missing it somewhere. I just didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Shorter. I don't want shorter passing, fellas. We don't do well on shorter passes. We want more direct. Alright, make those changes, see if it helps any. Because sometimes it will. I don't know. We'll see. It is what it is. Alrighty then. Let's see what we got. Ivy Bridgetown. We are the favorites. We've been the favorites in every match. That's the problem. We get into matches and we just don't win. We're struggling too much, and I am sweating like a pig. It's so warm out. What's the temperature right now? It is 69 degrees, it says, but that was at, yeah, that's today, right now. I is warm. I have way too many messages from that all the time. I got 684 followers on here, which that's been from the beginning. And hell, if I went through and got rid of the people I haven't talked to in years, I'd probably drop that in half. I don't have to. Just leave it alone. The only time you have to do that is every once in a while you can check the bots. I've had some with bots every once in a while. My son actually got booted from this because they said he was botting, for whatever the hell that means, because he ain't never done nothing like that I know of. But he's now on YouTube, which he seems to be having more fun on YouTube than he did here. Just depends. I'm gonna hopefully do, like I said, I'm playing around with that. I might actually do the podcast tonight, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I gotta download the stuff again. I really don't play around with it too much. Depends on when I read what's going on later. I gotta figure out what's for dinner too. What is for to see? We lost that game. What happened? As soon as we lost the game, we lost 2 of them back down to 3 instead of the 1 we had. And this is the time where you struggle the most, and you drop your shit down, and then once you get there, getting back can be a pain. But we might hit a stride here. I'm gonna give this one 3 more matches on the new format, the new stuff I put in. Yeah, that's what it is. TV keeps fading in and out. It's like it's doing a save, but then it comes back because I have my PlayStation up, and new messages go through, and that's what phasing it in and out. So I just happened to see it that time. It didn't catch me off guard. I didn't get scared, I swear. Yep. Sunday. We did scramble because for some reason, and I don't know how this happened. Normally, when you have an under 21s and an under 18 team, the only team in the second season that gets pulled into a league is your under 18s. That didn't happen this time. Both of my teams have leagues now. I'm sitting here going, what? That's weird. The thing is, when you started the game, things were one way, and now they're so different. I'm still finding stuff that's new. So, yeah, no, it is what it is. All right, fellas, I don't even know who we play. I do know who we play. Ivy Bridgetown at home. Naps today, baby. Let's go. I like this because now we're back to those weekly games where we don't have to worry about. I could leave the same team in there all the time if I wanted to, but I'm not. So like I said, we're gonna play the next 3 games, see how it goes. I don't mind ties. I would rather have wins. You know, you get a point for the tie, better than none. We were on a 3-game unbeaten streak. Now we're on a 2-game without a win streak because we had a tie before the loss. Hopefully, my boy Welsh will do okay. I hate days like this. I really don't like days like this. And this is sad because this is only for April, the middle of April. It's not that warm outside, but it's so humid that it's just like, I can't take the heat and humidity. That's one big problem about it. Nelsie and Titchenham. Ding dong. Bitty bitty bing bong. Ding dong. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll see hopefully the next 2, after the next 3rd game, we should be starting to get close to where we'll get our intake. Hopefully we get 1 good piece of intake. I don't count on it though. All right. We're supposed to win. Now, when I looked at this team before, they were in 3rd place. Where are they at now? All the way down in 18th. Why? Okay, for the most part, most of these teams we're playing against in this under 18 teams are teams from the Enterprise, North-South Enterprise, those leagues up there, they're all above us. So the fact that we were in third place at one time is amazing. But it is the under 18s, and I don't have very many. After next year, I'll have a big better, because we were scrambling to even get team for that because we didn't have a lot of players coming in, and I wasn't able to sign a lot of players either. I know I'm sweating like a pig. That's a little better. I don't feel so sweaty now. Yeehaw! Trash bag's about to overflow, so we'll have to send that out today. I'm not cleaning the dining room, the rest of the dining room. I'm not doing it today. I'm taking, after I'm done streaming, I'm going to just chill. Wait to talk to my lady friend later. My baby. 433 DM. I wonder if he's wide or narrow. It's usually a 433 DM wide formation. So many people on today. Alright, let's do this. Do do do. Do do. Do 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 do. I got that song in my head now. Better than some of them songs I've had in my head though. How'd I get moved over there? I don't know. Almost there. Alright fellas, we need this big wind pull us back up. A wind can move us all the way up to 11th. 2 spots, boys. We're playing at home, we want to win. Come on now. I bet you we got like 90, I'm going to say 90 people with this match. Ooh! Oh, that's terrible. We cut our thing in half. Wow. We were in the hundreds and now we're at 59. No wonder ain't no noise. Oh, there's crowd noise on this game. You just got to have the crowd there to make the noise, and our crowd of 59 people, there's just not enough people. Come on now, get there. Get there. There it is. Oh. Dude! How did he miss that? We finally get a play like we normally get, and we missed it so bad. See, Quack, you're not supposed to be playing up there. I'm going to have to take him out of that position. He's killing me. That hurt. Oh, that could have been a goal. Mag's shooting too early. Again. Yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be another upgrade soon. I got the wrong phone plugged in, don't I? Sure do. I don't get to do it the other way around. Plug you in, because we're 20% with you. Don't want to lose that phone. Come on, plug in. You bastard. And I need the other one for this. Plug in this one. Move you over there. Oh, boy. Come on, guys. This is not cool. Bless you. Where's sneezing? We got Fluffy back there, Peachy on the couch, and great balls of fire over there, and Miss Lucky up on the top doing her thing. I don't know where everybody else is at. Mama's is over here on my pants, protecting the table from invaders. Hey, nice. Give him a card early. That'll work. I like that. That comes in handy. Now we just get him another one, will be even better. That's not good. That's okay. Cereal's over with the bottles. I forget which one this is. I normally, if I don't have soda, I drink water, but I don't drink plain water. I can't stand plain water. They make these, that's just cool. Ooh, that's nice and cool. They make, you see the to-go sticks. You can find them in the dollar store. You can find them at Walmart. You can find them anywhere. I get the Star Kist. Oh boy. Yes, we get the tuna flavored ones. Pink salmon. No, it's I don't remember what this one is. It's not orange, but it's a couple different. We get Weiler's makes these really weird ones. They have like oh, this is a nice goal from the aha. He made up for it. Good job, Quacky. Good job, brother. There you go. Nice goal. And Sasha with my two made up players got the assist and the goal. There you go. Way to play. Give us a 1-0 lead. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, beautiful. You don't get much better than that on the goal. Really, that's a hard goal. He went short side, went over, and got through the defender. That was a pretty play right there. I like that. We got to do that more often, folks. Let's go. First time we've been in the lead for a while. This early. That's it's three different Weilers ones. Normally I get the Starburst, the Starburst. Oh, the Skittles. Sorry, Skittles. They have three different kinds. They have the regular Skittles. They have the like tropical Skittles, and they have one other one. They're all right. And then we bought the Weilers ones because it came in a pack of 40 for the same price as the other one. We said didn't have it there, would have got it. And then I drink that. My daughter buys the same things, but instead of like keeping them in the box, she puts them in a big. My daughter, I swear to God, my daughter is one of the most prepared people I've ever seen. She used to do couponing. I don't think she does it as much now because she don't have time. But she used to do couponing like mad. You'd go in her basement. She had a whole room filled with little gray shelves that were just stuffed with everything. Because she'd go to Kroger and she'd buy 4 of one thing and save like $2, which was like a good deal. And she'd do all that shit. But I said, I don't think she does it anymore. Are you alright over there? Huh? Oh, we got the big baby. Big boy. And then little one will not come up here to sit with me. She hasn't even been in here today. I think she's mad at me because I was gone this morning. Alright guys, let's go. We need this win. This is going to be the turnaround game. This is going to be the game where we're going to come out, we're going to win, and we're going to start our 50-game winning streak. Ooh, that was kind of odd. Ooh, you can't shoot that way, fellas. It's never going to go. Why do you do that? I haven't looked at it today, so I don't know. I know we just hit the outer ring of the threat today. Yeah, we guys are living in an area where there's a chance for storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, that kind of shit. There's a good channel on YouTube. I don't have any affiliation with him, but I love watching the channel. It's called Max Velocity. He provides, he went to college, he's a meteorologist, but he has this channel on YouTube. It's commercial free. You could watch it, and it will show you, like they send storm chasers out. That's where you see all the information. Like I get to see all the different tornadoes and shit. It's a fascinating thing to watch because you get to eat, they have people in the field. Nobody needs to come out. All right, we get that week off and we're ready. Let's go. And it's called Max Velocity, MAXVEC, no, VELOCITY, I believe, Velocity, yeah, it's MAXVELOCITY. He's even got like he's doing new stuff where they're doing like max alerts for like $15 a year. You can get him to call you whenever you're like if you live in an area where there's hurricanes or stuff like that. He'll call you if there's severe warnings or if there's like hurricanes or if there's tornado warnings. In the last couple of days, man, if you live anywhere in the middle from Texas up, like last night it was into Arkansas and Mississippi a little bit, and I worry about a little more east of that, but the Mississippi River Valley is becoming pretty wicked, and then we had one as close as Cincinnati, just on the other side, and there was one north up by where my daughter lives. It was getting pretty wicked. Like I said, 2 days ago they had what's it called? You only have the Fujita scale has hurricanes one from 0 to 5. You don't go any higher than that. It's like you don't have more than a Category 5 hurricane. They had a hurricane. They had a level an EF4 in this little town. I can't remember what it was called, but it was in Texas, and it came in real late. It was like 11:30, and it was coming in from the east and went or from the west, went across this little town, and then went back west and actually took out it sat right on top of the town for a little while. This was huge. You can't. The sad part is this stuff's happening at night. I mean, I've been at one. We had a straight line. It's been 30 years ago. I live in the upper Ohio Valley. I live 20 minutes from the Ohio River. I live about 40 minutes from Pittsburgh, 45 minutes depending on traffic. You get there anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. So we live in the very beginnings of the foothills of the Appalachian. Like I said, there's a couple, like where I lived growing up, there's a hill that was 1.5 miles long from where I lived to the top to get uptown. And then you had to ride up, you would walk up down through 2 giant hills or whatever. So yeah, we live in a little bit of a hilly town. It's nice though because you can go sled riding in the wintertime. Used to have some wicked fun at the old high school, at the old junior or the old elementary school, which is right back there. They got some hills, and we used to. I was a kid, go down. They build ramps at the bottom, and he's on the inner tube. And for whatever reason, the bonehead wasn't paying attention, and these inner tubes were the big ones that had the solid air place, and it was pointed up instead of down. And he goes down and hits this ramp, and in slow motion, he came up in the air and kind of did one of these, and landed on his back about 10 feet away from the ramp, and that thing poked him in the rib. He was not happy about that. And I'm like, dude, you gotta pay attention to that shit. We used to have so much fun sled riding. I bet you I ain't been sled riding in 20 years though. We don't really get a lot of snow anymore. Not as much as we used to. And we've had some, and we had some this year, but not what we wanted. Oh, ref! Hello! He went down. Oh, he got back up, never mind. He took him out, man. That should have been a penalty. Oh, now he went down again. Get up! Who is it? I think he passed out. Oh, come on, Sasha. I just got you back. You can't be getting hurt on me, man. I need y'all. We will be missing our one important player from the beginning, and he's not probably going to come back after this year. I'm probably going to lose Bennett, Maggs, and Bell, because they're already like wanting to explore their things. Now I signed them last year when they were doing that because they had we were getting the same thing. When I went in to do the contracts, it gave me, instead of giving me the contracts for them, it gave me the contracts like the old ones. So I fixed them. I went and seen how much they were getting, did it by the game to try to give them as much as I could, and it pretty much worked out. I'm not going to edit them again because they're going to leave. That's just part of the game. The only ones I'm going to make sure have better contracts are Sasha and Quack, because not better but longer. They're going to go for at least 5 years. And I won't have to worry about them for another 3 years probably, or 2 years before people start getting antsy about them. Because the simple fact is they're still so far behind. He's 110 low. And at the rate he's going, he'd probably be a 40-something at the end of this season. So, once we start to, because there will be a time where they'll either do it, like they did the expansion on it without even asking me. We're still working on it. Because that one end, the other end where you see the fence around, that's not supposed to be there. That was town. That was where my house was. This down here, this is supposed to be, that side down there where it was at over there, there's supposed to be stands like these, but they were doing an expansion. And that's what this is. And see how the road comes up and stops? That's not been there. That's where my house used to be. They moved my house, or they showing the camera angle from the other side. It's the same side because that just changed. So hopefully that's going to be done. It'd be nice to get a little bit more, because the more money you make, the more chance you have of doing stuff that you want to do. It's just the way it works. I can't believe we still got 80-some thousand in the pantry. Sauce, you got to make it to the end of the half, baby. You're not doing bad. You're just injured a little bit. You ain't said you wanted to come off, so that was out of bounds. Ain't no way that ball was in bounds. No way. No way. That was crazy. I've seen some wild shit. I've actually had it do where you, like I said, if you want to watch some really good shows, Zealand has a show. It's Z-E-E or Z-E-A, Land, L-A-N-D. He's an American streamer. He's got penalty. Who's taking it? Who's taking it? He's somebody good. Oh, Mr. Grant. He's my boy taking penalties. There it is. No! Fuck! He wasn't the man taking penalties. I'm going to have to change that because his penalty taking got worse. Damn it, it should be 2-0. I didn't change players again, did I? Nope. I'm sitting here watching the game, not paying attention. No, I got to take her out. Or it's him. My friend Sasha bought him. Okay. We'll make it for the last 17 minutes. Yo, fellas, you want to calm that down just a tiny little bit? Them beating down bombs are not working for me. And yeah, you see, if there's a commercial break and you can't hear me and you see me talking, it's because I do post these to YouTube every day. So there's I do keep talking because YouTube doesn't have the same commercials. Oh, what a play, Mr. Maggs! How did he get hurt? He gets the goal before he leaves the game. That puts him at 14, I believe. That was good. I like it. 2-0. We're gonna get this win, baby. This is. I can tell you right now, this team's gonna start turning it around. You know how I know? I can tell you how I know when the game's over. Can't tell you yet, because if I tell you now, it'll jinx it. But I'll tell you when the game's over. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the second time it's happened. It's like anything else. You don't talk about it. You don't change it. You win this game 2-0, nothing changes. You don't change the team. You leave the team on the field. Exactly like they are. Now, I have to change a couple things because Sasha and Maggs might be out. If I lose both Sasha and Maggs right now, I'm going to be so pissed off. Because I've already lost Christian Bell for the whole year. Sasha's been down for a couple weeks anyway. Maggs has not been hurt. Quacky's been out for a couple. This is not a good thing. I do have the nice thing is I signed those guys. Because if I hadn't signed those guys I signed, I would be in trouble because I didn't have enough scores. I didn't have nowhere near enough. Hustle. Good hustle. Okay, so reason I know that we're going to turn it around right now is because when I change goalkeepers and they have a shutout in the first match coming in off of being out, that's usually when we do well. We had 12 shots, 5 of them on. Not bad, not great. A little less than 50%. Held them to 3 shots. That's a good thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's about damn time. So we don't make any changes this time. The team stays the same. Except for the ones I absolutely have to make. And we got a week, so hopefully these guys aren't out for long. I'm hoping. I ain't giving it too much hope, though. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, now listen. Now listen. Hey. You. Don't you be bothering the vase. You knock that over and break something, you're going to have a problem, kid. Yeah, last time I bought flowers, well, it was probably the last time I bought flowers. A friend of mine way back, I kind of had a crush on her. Well, we were really good friends. So I bought her a thing of roses for Valentine's Day. And they lasted for almost 3 weeks. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks, so it lasted a long time. Where does that move us to? 11th, like I said, now. 11th. The next one, if we win, could move us as high as 7th. But that depends on what happens around us, you know. Depends on what happens around this bruised thigh. Out for 12 to 15 days. So there you go. Yay. Robbie Maggs. Tight hamstring. He ain't going to miss no time at all. That's a good thing because I can't lose my best goal scorer. My only goal scorer right now. Wow, man. I'm telling you, it's so warm. A fan. I don't have a fan. Well, I do have a fan, but it's not running. Too loud in here. I know it's loud, but I ain't got no choice but to run that damn air conditioner. Oh, that'll help a little bit. Alright. Everybody's delighted with that victory, baby. What? Dude, I get tired of this shit. I can't help you. You're gonna have to. Okay, that was your first one. First mistake. Alright, let's go here and fix this because this is not good. Yeah, he's not my best. Best is Bell, but Bell's out for the whole year, so I can't even use him. No sense in putting him in there. Morley. How about Morley? And then Quack. Morley. Nope. 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 Morley and Grant. And Quack. In a row. And you can see these guys are so awesome at shooting goals, ain't they? Or shooting, yeah, beautiful. Well, if you remember right when we did Quack before, he was my penalty taker. And one more, just for old time's sake. Alright, that fixed it. That fixed it. Fixed it. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. You got to move your butt. You're in the way of my... I can't do this. Ah! Strike two. Stop it. Leave the flowers alone. I'm not playing with you guys, man. I am not playing with you guys. I can't believe she's been there for 43 months, man. That's a long time. I'll be back, guys. I have to be one of the biggest boneheads in the world. I'm sitting here complaining about how warm it is here, right? I got up this morning. I didn't have the heat on. I had the air conditioner on, so it's kind of chill in here. But when I went in the other room, it was even chiller. So I shut the window and turned on the heater. Still running until about 2 seconds ago. As soon as I turned it off, 10 degrees cooler in this room already. And I opened the windows back up. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I lost my mind. What's up with this? This one's stuck. Come on. There you go. Phone. I hate these phones sometimes. I'm so tired. Damn, Garforth Town offered me a job interview. Northern Premier League, Division 1 East. Don't know who's in this one. Bradford, okay. Cleethorpes, Blythe, Bishop, Auckland, Blytown. Yeah, I've heard of these guys. They're getting up there. Redcar, Bishop Stafford, North Furby, North Shield, Stockbridge, Newton Alcliffe, Hallam. I know almost all of them. Bigger group. 42 games played. No. And where are these guys at? 19th. Yeah.
You still streaming?
Yeah. I'm trying to stream for a while today, dude. It's my birthday. Why wouldn't I still be streaming? I'm not going to be much longer because, dude, I'm sitting here complaining about the heat, right? Come back downstairs. Oh, Biggles weighed 2. No. Come downstairs just now and realize I left the heater on all day. I know. I'm such a bonehead. Oh, my body is just like starting to shut down on me a little bit. It needs to rest, and I need to do that. So I might come back in a little while. I don't know. Oh, this is what I don't want to do. Oh, stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. God damn it. So this is the one thing I'm worried about, because part of the reason why my shoulder was having issues because it was really, like, it needed a massage really bad. It was all tight in that. And in that 3 weeks that I didn't do anything, it kind of went away. Now, I'm afraid that it's going to, when I do that stretching like that, which hurts, it is not fun. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a day today. Thank you so much for coming in today. If you were here, thank you. Lindsay, love you, babe. I really do. I will talk to you guys later. I will be back tomorrow. Now, you're not doing it again, kid. This is Peachy, by the way. In that case, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. I might come back later. Depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on what my arm's starting to give me a little bit of problem. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later. Peace.